The Order of Reason spreads its wings and the world burns. We tell ourselves this is for enlightenment. We tell ourselves this is for the greater good. We tell ourselves this is for humanity. We lie to ourselves. The great engines of the Empire are all-consuming beasts, heedless of anything but their own hunger. For riches, for lives, for land, everything falls before their advance. Nations are ground to dust, histories torn apart and set aflame, treasures seized and secrets plundered. We will chain the world in all its magical wonders, and who will stop us? Welcome to Skilamalink, a tale about Mage, the Ascension, in the Victorian Age. We are Vorpal Tales, and we play terrifying tales and awesome adventures every day. For lovers of Onyx Path and fans of Mage, the Ascension, come experience White Walls, our chronicle taking place every Sunday at 9 p.m. on our channel. And if it's the dark and scary that calls to you, we have Trinity Continuum Quantum Nights, playing Aberrant on Saturdays, and Scarred Lands on Fridays. And at the end of the month, if you're into awesome adventures, the very last Tuesday of the month, we will begin playing our Trinity Continuum adventure game. That'll be good times. Show up to watch Doc Phantom punch a Nazi. Be sure to check out our website, vorpaltales.com, to see our complete calendar, including all of our other games, see recaps of shows, and get the links to our past archives of shows on YouTube. You will also find links to all our social media here and our Patreon. Be sure to click follow on Twitch so you can get notified of shows, and like and hit the bell on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube. Also, this game is still on Indiegogo for 9 more days? 10 or 9. Consider it 9, so you hurry up and check it out if you haven't yet. It's still trying to power through a few last stretch goals. Definitely go check it out. It is a fantastic book. Link will appear in chat shortly. Special thanks to Onyx Path Publishing and White Wolf for gifting us the World of Darkness and all the support they offer their players. Thanks to Astral Tabletop for the awesome virtual space we use for our games. And to @NateMid from right here at Vorpal Tales for custom Mage 20th Anniversary Edition character sheets that you can use to play this game if you play on Astral Tabletop. Awakened, extraordinary, gentle beings, tell us who you are and who you're playing in this story.
Hello, my name is Rachel. You can find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere, and I am playing the Verbena Maisie Westenraw.
Hey, I'm at Space Lord PJs. I will be playing the Techno... No, wait, what is it? Steampunk Mage, Murdoch Jones.
Hey everybody, I'm Ever, my pronouns are they, them, and tonight I will be playing Ethan Jones, no relation to Murdoch Jones, who is a Corvus. Thank you. I keep thinking of the scientific thing, but anyway.
Yes.
Yes, and his pronouns are he, him, and he, if it's not obvious, is bird, tweet. Sorry, I'm an adult.
Hello everybody, I am Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade, and tonight I am playing the Chakravanti Mage, Sir Arthur Westenraw.
And I am Kisama. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama, and tonight I will be playing Joffrey Wellington, Master of Time and Lover of Coffee.
And I am Dwayne, at Made of Kimchi on the internet, and just like the name implies, I stay well in the fridge for several months. Tonight I will be playing the Order of Hermes Mage, Dr. Lyle.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, Ever, if you would, please regale everyone on a summary of what happened last session.
Yes. Last time on Vorpal Tales Victorian Age Mage. The assortment of mages and others stand in front of Bedlam, ready to depart this awful place. Ethan carries the unconscious Sophie in his arms. Wanting a bit of privacy, Sir Arthur springs for a sleeping car. Several, in fact, to give us a buffer against spies. To further guard our group, Maisie casts wards, which will inform her if anything with a heartbeat enters through either the doors or windows of our sleeper car. Do Homus Nocturnus have heartbeats? Who knows? Arthur realizes that while he booked 3 sleeper cars, all the sleepers on this train are empty. Not a single person has booked their own cabin for this journey. Or rather, Another person rented all these cars. A very lovely redhead. Fuck. Arthur does manage to figure out where her other car is and invites Dr. Lyle to walk with him. Lyle is willing, but feels it's wise to change his appearance before doing so. Retreating to a private cabin, he uses a scalpel and incantations to alter his personal appearance. Sir Arthur tells the others where they are going and why, asking them to come to their rescue if they are not back within the next drinking hour. Meanwhile, Murdoch snaps out of a drunken stupor just in time for someone to kick the door in. Roll for initiative. In Tyler's words, now things are gonna get weird. Here's what happens first. At the Westenra Manor, Murdoch witnesses a small army of ghouls burst in through the front door. He briefly considers smashing his whiskey bottle against the wooden staircase and set it on fire to keep the ghouls from reaching the second story, but changes his mind when he sees Quincy, Arthur's manservant, wheel in a Gatling gun and open fire on the ghouls. He takes some of them out, but they begin to swarm him. Murdoch then decides to perform a flying swan dive out the second-story window, landing perfectly behind the vampire leading the ghouls. He fires twice using his magic gun, utterly shredding the vampire, whose ghouls go mad with his final death. Things go much worse for us at the train. In the passenger car where Arthur and Lyle look out for our vampiric nemesis, another vampire bursts through. His hands crackle and spark with lightning, which he throws up into the small car. Ah, fuck, it's the Tremere! Lyle tries to dodge the lightning bolt, but fails to get out of the way quickly enough. He falls to the floor, unconscious and smoking. It's really bad for your health, kids. While Sir Arthur tries to redirect the lightning bolt away from him. He succeeds, but gets overwhelmed by ghouls. Things are really bad in the sleeper car. Ethan makes eye contact with a strange blonde man whose eyes glint madness and whose teeth glint with the sharpness of fangs. He does something to Ethan, whose world becomes demons and monsters and blood. He sees one of these demons attempt to drag Maisie to hell. Pulling his impressive guns, he fires. The good news is that he blows one of the ghouls away. The bad news is that Maisie goes with him. With Ethan in the throes of madness, only Joffrey remains upright in possession of all his faculties. Desperate to undo this dark fate, he reaches for his mastery of time magic in an attempt to prevent this disaster. During the time it takes for him to cast, ghouls tear Quincy to shreds. Fortunately, the casting succeeds. Joffrey staggers into the train car right before Arthur and Lyle leave for the passenger car. He gasps out a warning, trying to cope with what the straits have inflicted upon him. Maisie, a life mage, recognizes that the blood covering Joffrey is her own. She demands to know what's going on, but Joffrey, racked by
Suffering the streets.
I hate you all so much right now, but I love you all so much. God damn it. I did so well in the first one. Okay. But Joffrey, racked by the straits, struggles...
It's the word "the." If you didn't put the word "the" in there, you'd been fine.
I put it there on purpose.
I know you did.
Oh my god.
Rachel likes doing this to me every time. One of these days I'm going to get stupid tongue. Desensitized to this. Okay. But Joffrey, racked by straits, struggles to communicate. He achieves his first goal, however, as Arthur and Lyle stay with the rest of the group. However, Joffrey still has his own issues. His hand phases through a drinking glass, shattering it. When Maisie tries to tend his wounds, the bandages phase through and do even more damage. Joffrey grabs onto his magic and anchors himself firmly in this timeline. He manages to gasp out the group's future, and the mages spring into action. Arthur responds by decaying the short walkway connecting our train car with the others. Ethan goes into his warbird form, which
Rage
is...
bird.
Ragebird. That's Ragebird. Which, as silly as it appears, is nevertheless effective. Maisie, seeing this, switches from invoking Athena to empowering her wards to the Morrigan. Ghouls storm through. The floor collapses as the car splits right down the middle and begins to derail. The ghouls, not torn apart, experience delirium as they see Ethan in his full Ragebird form. The only three who make it through the delirium are caught up in the wards and explode into Tarantino-esque gore. The rest of the train derails and we go limbs akimbo. Maisie struggles to get free, but Ethan saves her at cost of injury to himself. Unfortunately, Joffrey cannot pull himself together due to his current wounds and violently breaks his neck. Rest in peace. Dr. Lyle dashes over, knowing time is of the essence. Maisie acts as his support. Meanwhile, Sir Arthur uses his own magic to cross the gauntlet and perceive Joffrey's spirit in its own cocoon. As he examines this, he sees two monstrous, screeching beings coming towards him. Or rather, the cocoon. They shriek and push Arthur back into the land of the living, just as Joffrey gasps back to life. That is where we left off.
Things. One, Navarp is correct. Buy the freaking box, yo. You can get a crate of that shit online. Two, Vorpal Tales loves food. Two, yeah, you're in the middle of a train wreck and people are running over to see what's going on and you just resurrected a dude. And go!
Well, before we start, I feel that it is important to point out and get the facts straight that Sir Arthur did successfully deflect the lightning bolt into me. It wasn't the fact that I got hit, it was deflected into me.
I did deflect it into him.
But it was due to the faraway machinations of a Archmagus by the name of Leg that it worked out the way it did.
From this new plastic age. I'm kind of looking. You said that it was like sirens and stuff like that coming our way, like
Whistles,
like
Victorian
whistles?
era, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And the pedestrians are
Hand-
running because
hand
remember
crank
the train
sirens,
wasn't
right?
in the wilderness.
Oh, like the blow-on whistle.
These are Bobby's blowing whistles. Yeah.
Sure, okay.
But yeah, in a minute that awesome hand-cranked fire alarm's about to go off somewhere in this town. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, I would like to kind of immediately sort of like just check and just make sure everybody's okay, right? Everyone's fine?
Yeah, Dr. Lyle will smack Professor Wellington a couple times to make sure that he is starting to move around, and then he will pull his pinky out of his mouth, take that back.
Get everyone to safety. Find what you can before we leave. We've got to get out of here quickly. I will handle them. Do not worry. But find any clues. Make sure that we have something that we can follow up on, and then get out of here. Meet me back at the estate. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What the goddamn bird? So,
Good doctor.
Yes.
Which paradox do you have again?
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's correct.
how do I always end up with such little paradox?
Okay.
That's always a good sign.
Okay.
So what I would like to do is, to the best of my abilities, kind of pat myself, off. Kind of, I'm sure I've got some ugly spots on my otherwise fine clothing, but I will stretch out my. Yes. Excuse me. Hello, good sirs. I'm in need of assistance.
You'll come rushing up. Most of them rush past you because there
No,
are
no.
bodies everywhere.
No. Excuse me.
But,
Where's the captain?
Most of these are civilians.
Oh, I thought you said whistles. Okay.
They are, but they haven't made it here yet.
Okay. Then I'm
However,
going
one
to
guy does come
actively.
chugging up to you.
Yeah,
He's
I'm gonna
like,
actively go looking for someone with some authority.
one guy does come chugging up to you though, and actually puts his hand on your chest and pushes you back, rambling rapid fire about how you must be checked out. He's like 5'0", completely bald, but he has the most epic beard and a doctor's satchel.
And is this an officer of any sort?
Nope, but it's a very overbearing old man doctor who's like, "Sit down, Sonny. You need checked out."
I do apologize. Good sir. Unfortunately, at this time, I must refuse your assistance. I am perfectly fine. I'm the survivor of many catastrophes, and this was not even within the top 20. So I'd appreciate it if you would move aside.
He's very insistent.
Mm,
Give me a social roll.
No. Social roll.
And also, for no reason, a perception plus alertness.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
That is a 5 and a 7. That's a 7, 7, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the difficulty on the perception and on awareness or
Plus
alertness?
6.
And
Plus
alertness,
6
right?
standard. Say that again?
And alertness, right?
Yep.
8, 6, 7. 1 takes away 1, so 2 successes.
Which one was that? The perception?
That was my perception.
Okay, now roll the persuade. You can do it how you want. Any social attribute plus any social ability.
8, 3, 5. That's 3 8s and 2 7s. So 5 for a manipulation leadership.
He allows you to go, but he insists that you take his card because you must be checked out. You underwent a traumatic experience.
Yes, good sir. Yes, I do appreciate your time. But again, unfortunately, as I mentioned, I've been on safari and expedition many a times. This is by no means anything. I will, of course, take your card as I am a proper gentleman, and I appreciate your offer. And you are trying to help people. That is great. How you can put me in the direction of the captain, please. There must be someone here in charge. Quickly. I said quickly, sir.
He gives you a name and then ignores you and moves immediately on to Joffrey.
Jeez. Okay. So I
You didn't catch the
actively,
name either in the sudden rush of noise.
I actively want to go searching for the first uniformed person I can find.
Excellent. Joffrey. Bustling old man is now all over you.
Now I did tell them to get out of there, so
Yes.
It might be faster to just let him take a look at me. Like, start to look over my wounds.
Okay. He gives you a pat down, checks you over. Says, looks like you can walk it off. Tells you to rub some dirt in that laceration, then moves on.
Of course, doctor. Thank you.
He hands you a tincture bottle that is full of things you shouldn't drink because you become addicted.
Just put that in my coat pocket.
Who's the bird sitting on?
Maisie.
Okay. Maisie has slipped past the doctor.
Yeah, so Maisie is Maisie's goal right now is she wants to get some of the blood of the people who attacked us. And so under the guise of providing aid and comfort to the innocent victims, she's gonna look to see if she can find a ghoul and maybe get some blood on, I don't know, petticoat.
Okay, so you're gonna head towards the wreck and find one of your enemies.
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Joffrey.
Ethan.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Joffrey, perception plus alertness.
I am bird. Hear me. Ha!
Difficulty 6.
So awareness. All right. Here we go.
I think it's fine.
It's 2 successes. Everything's fine.
Okay, 2 successes. Yes. Good doctor.
Yes.
The other good doctor comes bustling up to you, and you're like, "I'm fine, I don't need any." And then the most horrible arthritic popping ever from all of your joints. Oh, and you just kind of sit down. Take 2 lethal damage.
Oh, jeez.
Straits begin to rack your body. They kept a straight face. I'm impressed.
Straights are assaulting him.
I'm gonna
That's-
put that in the write-up.
I don't know why I laughed that time.
As the paradox unleashes the beginnings of it on you. As you begin to undergo rigor mortis because the death you took away has to go somewhere. You're not dead, but your body's going into rigor mortis.
I take as quick a swig as I can of my secret sauce. Trying to take the edge off of the pain.
The doctor runs up to you and says, "My boy, I can help with that."
Oh?
He pulls out a horse needle and jams it into your arm.
I
Unless you can
will
stop it.
allow it. I will allow
Okay.
this.
Puts it in that far till he hits bone, almost.
And I will not ask what it is until he is halfway through pressing the...
You look down at it.
No.
You don't even look at the needle. Okay.
Nope. I stare at him.
He's uttering soothing, calming things to you.
Are these like doctor words?
Yes. It's halfway through.
Through my arm?
You said you were going to say something when he hit the halfway of the plunger.
Oh, yes. Well, yeah, so once he's like halfway depressing it, I will say, what is in this concoction?
It's my secret blend. Helps with all the ailments, especially of the type you have. Your rigor mortis is loosening. You're not healing the injuries, but the pain is going away.
Did he use the word rigor mortis?
No, that's me telling
Oh,
you.
okay. Oh.
As he says that. Do you look at the needle now, or you just let this carry on?
Yeah, I will look down at the needle.
It's silver, but it's bubbling, and it has a glow, like glitter.
You must share with these ingredients with me, sir. From
He finishes the
doctor to
injection.
doctor.
Finishes the injection. Slaps a wrap on it. Puts a hand on your shoulder. Looks you right in the eye and says, "I don't think I could teach someone of your ilk how this concoction works. I'm sorry, son." And he turns and fades away into the night. Roll perception plus awareness.
Mm-hmm. Difficulty 6.
Yep.
Three successes.
Three is complete success. His rolls beat everyone else, but you saw it. You were once part of that faction, so you recognize your own when you see it. That was an order of reason, Mage, and he did something to half the party before he disappeared.
I will.
To offset the nonsense that you untrustworthy types do, the horrible things you do to the world to wreck it and make it worse.
I will place that in the mind file and share that with the party later once we are not in this predicament.
Maisie, perception plus alertness.
Okay. Perception is 3, alertness is 2. If I get another 1, I'm gonna plot. No ones. 6.
One success or 6 successes?
One success. I was
Okay.
double checking that I'm looking for 6s.
Oh, yes, 6s, sorry. You find a dead ghoul. With 1 success, it's not the best dead ghoul, but it's a dead ghoul.
Okay.
You gotta kind of get down and like reach under some twisted metal to touch the only part of him that's sticking out.
I peck at her ringlet that I'm next to. And I go,
fun. I don't mind.
Maisie apparently doesn't speak bird, so what I want to do is fly over there to make sure it's dead before she goes to touch it.
Oh, it's definitely dead. The check was to see what quality ghoul Maisie found.
Oh, okay. Then I will assist her in any way that I can.
You can actually get under there real easy and like pluck out an eyeball or something.
Ooh. Yes, that's what I'm
Get
gonna
lots
do.
of blood for Maisie. Okay.
I'm gonna bring
You
her a
have a
whole
good
eyeball.
solid sample now, Maisie.
Nice. We're gonna do some fun stuff with correspondence and life later.
Sir Arthur,
Yes.
you find the head Bobby.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes, hello. My name is Sir Arthur Westenra. Excuse me. I was on this train currently, and I was needing to speak with you immediately. As mentioned, yes, I am Sir, and I kind of pull out my my coin purse, clip, whatever it was I would keep, physical money in. And I was just like, Sir, I'm wondering if we might be able to expedite a certain quarantine zone. And I start to hand him money.
Go ahead and make a social roll of your choosing.
So while I'm handling that, I bring up of course, this will be taken care of by the Lord, by the House of Lords, reviewed upon in your next official review, making sure that you single-handedly made the correct decision in quarantining and removing all civilians from this area utmost to the best of your abilities. I'm sure a nice promotion will be there as well. So I'm going to actually use my politics and hopefully manipulation. I want to basically tell him that as a lord, I can pull strings to help him out if he does what I say and takes his bribe.
Yep, you can do it. Your difficulty is 8, though, which is weird.
Cool? Question mark?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weirdish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh shit. Okay. That's 2 8s, 3 8s, a 9, 7, and 2. So with a difficulty 8, I got a 4.
Okay.
No ones. 8, 8, 8, 9.
Okay. Make a perception plus alertness difficulty 8.
Perception alertness difficulty 8?
Yep.
5, that's 7. So 6, 7, difficulty 8. That's gonna kill one of those. Wait, hold on. Is that a 6 or a 9? That kills. I had 1 8, but also a 1, so that goes down to a 0.
So, it took much longer than it should have. You've done this many times. But it's okay, it worked out in the end. Until you're all the way back to the group, when you realize you didn't hand him the 5-pound notes you had in your wallet, your money clip. You handed him the 20s. All of them. What the hell did you do that for? You're not that careless. That's weird.
Okay. Our 1 dots to kind of just see if anything's going on. That we can kind of just freely use, and it's not going to be all.
Right. That normally I just make you do perception plus awareness for that as a roll.
So, just with a weird thing like that happening, especially to me, with everything that's was going on, the vampires, the plane crashing, that weird old guy that wouldn't leave me alone. And would Arthur have the wherewithal to be like, hold on a second, I just want to see what's going through the air right now?
Sure, pick a sphere.
So my I have entropy, correspondence, and mind and spirit. So I'm thinking, so entropy allows me to see patterns and stuff. Would I be able to pick out if patterns are being disrupted or manipulated?
Roll perception plus awareness, difficulty 7.
Perception and awareness, 5, that's 6. Difficulty 7. That is a 10. another 10, and then an 8. So 10, 10, 8, 8, 8, 7, and 10's kill ones, right?
Yep.
Then 6 successes.
Your pattern is under assault by entropic magic. It is not
By
tradition
entropic magic.
Yes, but it's not tradition magic. It's Order of Reason.
That
Has
bastard.
pattern resonance.
I
It
started
originated from something on your person, but the thing on your person is no longer causing the effect. The thing on your person infected you.
like dug into me.
Infected you, like, you know, someone sneezes on you, or you touched something infected.
Got it. Okay. But we're starting to put the quarantine up.
Yeah.
Okay. And I make sure I tell the officer, like, use any means necessary to clear anyone out who is not personally approved by me. And basically, like, I wanted us to get out of here. I don't want us to hang around here. So, I'll stick around for as long as I need to kind of just be the person here. But
They ignore you if you want to leave.
Okay. If I look kind of before
Because
I
it was a
leave,
bribe, they assume you just don't want to be here.
yeah, I don't want to be here. I don't want them to look that deep. Yeah, exactly. But I look back. Has everyone else left yet, or can I
No.
tell?
No,
Well, I must not leave yet.
but Maisie and the bird are ahead of you. Joffrey is ahead of you. But Joffrey looks a bit confused also.
Like that away from the train ahead of me.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you
So
don't
I'll
see
make
the doctor, though.
I'll make my way to Maisie specifically. She would be the one I would want to most immediately check in with. So if she is away from the train for us to leave, I will tell everyone good day and start making my way towards her.
Maisie, do you have Prime?
Do I have Prime? I do not have Prime. You could give me Prime.
All right, Sir Arthur. You catch up to Maisie. And you're like, my dear. Sorry about that. My dear, I'm glad I've caught up to you, and then you can take the scene from there.
Uh-huh.
Are
Dear
you all
Maisie,
right?
I'm fine. Unfortunately, I believe that there has been a attack on us. Not only that of the Nocturnus, but something else. I lean in very, very close.
The bird leans in close too.
The Order of Reason is here.
Oh. Damn it. That's not good.
No,
Where are they?
I cannot tell. I cannot pinpoint them, but they placed something on my person that I believe infected me, and I don't know of its contagiousness. I can sense that it is some sort of entropic assault, though.
Well,
It's
certainly
interfering.
appreciate you leaning in close to whisper this to me if you're not sure how contagious it is.
Correct.
Go ahead and roll Gnosis, Ethan. Difficulty 9.
Oh
Is
no.
there anything I can do with life or spirit to examine Papa?
Perception plus awareness. Difficulty 7.
Okay.
Lemon.
Damn it!
As with all things disease related, you'll either catch it or not. There's nothing we can do to stop its spread.
Nothing at all.
We're going to have a conversation later. 2 successes and a 1.
So 1 success, okay.
That guy is out of the rotation.
Yes.
4 successes.
Or you say, so close. You feel
Oh.
weird, Ethan. Maisie.
Mm-hmm.
You needed 5.
It is entropic in nature. I believe that I might be able to counter it if we can get someplace where I can thoroughly study what's happening.
You are all 3 of you, Maisie, are infected by a wildly contagious spell. Wrapped in pattern magic. You look around, And you see that Joffrey is also, and so is the doctor. Got you all.
Oh, I think we've all been sucked into this.
It only affects supernaturals, though, not humans, not sleepers.
Hmm.
I use how easy is it to use two spheres correspondence and two mind to just throw a message to the other two that aren't with us?
You can see Joffrey, so not hard for him. It would be difficult to do for the doctor without something that belongs to him on your person. Not impossible.
Only we
but
still had his
difficult.
pinky.
If only.
Before you do that, though, what is it you want to do that was so important, Doc?
So, obviously, the doctor would want some type of sample. But at the same time, he knows that these creatures must not be seen by humane eyes.
Oh, I mean, you see Ethan Bird pluck an eyeball out of a ghoul
Ah,
and
great.
hand it to Maisie.
But we still must take care of the bodies.
The ghouls won't register as anything weird to the humans. The vampires turn to ash.
Oh,
You don't
Well
know that you don't know vampires turn to ash because that's what they do. It's because they exploded, in your opinion. But yeah,
spontaneous
ghouls-
human combustion.
The ghouls,
Interesting.
Are just superpowered humans. You had figured that out. I don't remember this before or after you died, but I'm gonna let you keep it.
Okay. then
A
nothing.
human touching their blood, nothing special happens. It has to come from the source.
No, that was all I needed to do. But since I don't need to do that,
In that case, yes, you can communicate with both of them. However, as you're thinking about telling them something, the doctor falls down and Joffrey goes to grab him. And Joffrey's like, let me... What? You don't know what's going on, but it must be gross. Your left leg just stops working, Doc, so you fall. Joffrey goes to grab you and comes away with some of the skin of your arm that sloughed off.
Oh.
Take another lethal.
Not again.
it's starting to look dark, friends. Can somebody assist me?
Come on.
Leg
Come on.
not working.
You gotta get him to the house. You gotta get him out of here.
Come on.
All right. Instead of the message, I will. Can we start to kind of move off and get somewhere where there's less people around, so I can send the message? That way, maybe it's not quite out in the open that I'm having to cast even like a short
You
line
could
spell.
just wait for them to catch up.
They're on their
Just
way here.
yell.
All right. Try not to be super
Yelling wouldn't work, but
conspicuous
they are
about
line of
this.
sight.
All right, that's fine. We'll just wait up for them and grab them so that we can all
Yeah.
be
And
sick
when you
together.
see what's happening to the doctor, you realize, no, you don't need to duck down a side alley. You need to get in the house where you're in your own,
No, I know.
reality
No.
zone.
Okay. All right.
Preferably into Maisie's sacred space.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I have life 4, can I tell about how much time I've got?
You purged all your paradox, all of your straits. So ultimately, you're going to take 7 of some kind of damage before this stops. Mental or physical. And you don't know how far apart it'll be, but you know you better hurry so that you can take care of what you've already got so it doesn't kill you again. Well, kill another one of you again.
Yeah.
Back in time.
Yes.
Tell you ahead of time that you're dying.
Yes, Mr. Wellington, we must move quicker.
Can Maisie help?
Carry him? Or you mean stabilize him?
Stabilize him.
Oh, I'm gonna let you get him to the house
Okay.
before I hit him again. And we're gonna jump to that scene, which is gonna be awesome. You make it to the house, and you head in, and you kick the door open, and you're like, and Sir Arthur goes in first, followed immediately by Maisie and Joffrey, who are holding up the doctor, and then Ethan just flies in cawing. You kick open the door, Sir Arthur, and you're like, Quincy, come at once. We must. What the fuck? Your entire house has been destroyed. The staircase is gone. The balcony has collapsed. Everything is full of holes. There's no walls in most of the rooms. The kitchen's wrecked. The furniture is wrecked. And Murdoch is just sitting on what's left of his settee, smoking a cigar.
Arthur stops and kind of like takes it in. He doesn't yell out
And
the expletive.
because this will help your reaction, there's like 14 dead people in here, at least.
I see we've missed the party.
It was grand. Mind the blood on the floor.
We'll have to talk about proper guest decorum at a later time. At this point,
Quincy comes limping in, covered in bandages.
Quincy, stay away. Quincy, stay away.
Stay away.
Sir.
Murdoch, you need to keep your distance as far as possible, and at this point in time, any extra abilities need to be kept to a minimum. We have a particular issue at hand. It is believed that all 5 that all 5 of us may be infected with some sort of magical virus.
I don't care about the virus. My skin is falling off.
Wait.
Yes, we'll take care of that momentarily. Gee, doctor, please.
Murdoch.
One thing at a time,
You're
doctor.
watching, and you're like, that sounds terrible. Let me tell you about the vent. But then the doctor says, I don't care about that. My skin is falling off because his jaw dislocates and cracks open.
Oh no.
Should probably fix that.
Maisie
Right?
will rush to his side and at the very least, like, try and shove his jaw back into place.
I hate to add more
That hurts a
issues,
lot.
but weren't there 6 of us on that train? Didn't we have one more?
Wait, did you just
Oh,
Those
leave?
shit.
perception
Did we
plus
leave
alertness
Sophie
checks I
behind?
was having you do.
I can't say anything.
Wait, hold on.
Remember how I had each of you do perception plus alertness
Wait,
check at the train?
hold on.
Did you guys
No.
miss
No.
the entire point of why you really? You know what? I exploded a vampire. I'm still. Murdoch goes and like finds a scarf, wraps it around his face, and just sort of sits there. And
Look, man, a lot of shit happened to you. Your characters can be forgiven.
We were too busy dying. Isn't that right, Doctor?
well,
I need rest.
gonna suggest that you go back and get her, and then I'll hang out and watch the house again.
They're all infected. Maybe you should go get her.
Seems like a terrible idea.
It's a bad idea. Ethan takes off flying
Where?
back to the.
Ethan wants to try to handle it? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
Oh God.
Back to the issue at hand. Maisie, are you going to get the doctor into your sanctum?
Yes.
Okay. We'll deal with that in a minute. The 3 of you. Is there anything special you want to do? It might be wrecked, but it's still your own reality zone.
This is a little outside of my wheelhouse, so I kind of just look to, Maisie and Jarvan, just like, are you able to help him here? Is this a better place for you to do something? Save him, and then we'll try to figure out the virus from there.
Sorry, Arthur. I'm not a doctor. I'm a mathematician.
So we've got to calculate what best would help him.
Of course.
Okay.
Actually, I have an idea. I kind of walk over to the doctor, and I know that it's hard for him to communicate right now, with like especially with everything going on. So I say, Doctor, I need you to think very hard about what we can do to help you. I need you to think. I need you to imagine. I need you to visualize in your mind anything that we can do to help you. You are the one that knows how best to serve you. Think. And I want to use my 2 spheres of mind just to kind of like peer in his head if he's willing. Just try to see if he can mentally tell me what to do to help him.
I won't make you roll for that. You can have that, because if you're willing, Doctor,
Yes.
you would know. You have enough life magic sphere dots to actually share the side effect if they're willing to take the burden on.
Yeah, I know
Spread
I
that
have
gross,
that.
rotty love.
I don't know if I want to do that, though.
Does Maisie know this?
Probably. I'll say yes.
Okay.
I think you only need like 3 to do it.
I have 3.
Need
This
3
is
to
a-
hurt another person. I think you actually need 4 to spread
Oh.
out an effect.
And
Working
Great.
together, though, it's the same difference. You're both there.
Okay.
You're not out of commission. You're just hurt.
So in my mind bank,
yes.
Actually
What does
look
your
like a
mind?
Victorian
What does your
bank,
mind
please
vault
say
look
yes.
like?
what was it?
What does your mind vault or mind castle look
Yeah,
like?
we had the same question.
So you see me standing in the Victorian style operating room where all the other doctors sit around in a big circle. And then you see me standing over my broken self. With my broken self on the table. Says, you have joined us. Come, sit, learn. You see my not hurt self take out his scalpel. Like, all right, what you need to do is you need to cut here, and then cut here, and then right there. This will allow... Oh, and I must point out, you're not cutting my body. You're cutting yours. This will allow my plague to share with you all, thus reducing my untimely death.
This is a lot to take on, Doctor. We are already sickened by one virus. How taking on yours as well?
You will not be taking on the full brunt. I will still sustain that.
I'm gonna say Maisie gets to share this experience too. Maisie's expertise will be useful.
Now, once you have
Okay.
made the cuts,
Now, at this point, you would interrupt the doctor, probably Maisie, because you have a better idea. You can
Oh.
collect some of the fluids from the doctor and turn it into a tea that you can steep and share with Father and drink it.
oh, because that's even better. You must milk
Yes, I
him
will
and
share that
make
idea.
tea.
Joffrey's just staring on in bewilderment, completely detached from
Yeah.
So,
the whole situation.
so my options at this point in time, just so that I understand, is to make self-incisions to bring on some particular menacing effect, or to take the fluids that you are currently seeping out and to form a tea out of it and consume it.
I mean, Macy's already there with a teacup, like, kind of wiggling his arm to get a little more out.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, both are effective means. Either way, the effect will be the same.
Very well, Doctor. We will do our part.
You all pop out of the meditation. Jeffrey's over in the corner. It's like, there's nowhere to write equations. The whole wall is wrecked.
Oh, well. It was the
There's only
matter
one
of the
last
machine
place
gun.
to write.
So Maisie,
Mm-hmm.
let's open the spell card and have some fun.
This will be
But life to
exciting.
4 because this is a shared ritual. Same for you, Dwayne. You'll be doing the same thing. I did get you a copy of the card, right?
You showed me a screenshot of it.
Oh, I didn't get you a copy. I'll do yours then. It's going to be a difficult feat, Maisie.
Okay.
For you, it's going to be target individual. Base casting is subtle. Personalized instruments for... Are you both life mages? I guess so.
Yes, we are.
Personalized instruments for both of you. Near a node, under general circumstances. And then, should be everything we need. Yep. And then don't forget to set your arete. So for you, Dwayne, you roll your arete, and your difficulty is 4.
Oh, god damn it.
Good start.
Oh, I botched.
Spend a willpower to save it.
Yes.
1 paradox.
Damn
I'm
it.
sorry, 1 straight.
One of the streets.
Only 1 straight attaches itself to you.
Oh,
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
Your side is complete, but Maisie must continue.
Yeah, the card is acting a little weird. It only rolled 1 die for me that time. And I've set my arete to 4.
You can just use manual dice if you want, using the card to tell you what to do.
Actually, I guess technically I got 1 success. Because I'm so wounded, I forgot to take a negative.
Mm.
1 success because I rolled another goddamn 1.
Nice! Mr. Producer, check Discord.
Hmm.
Okay. Rolling again. Does the difficulty go up?
+1 every failure.
Oh,
Okay.
that's no good.
So it's still 5. I hate this. I hate this. So I
No.
rolled a 1 and a 6.
Oh no!
That would be no successes.
Go again! Difficulty 6 now. I'll have you narrate why you have such difficulty when you're done. Probably because he's so gross.
Okay, I got a 7 and a 10.
You're good. You got the
Okay.
complete number you needed for the group ritual.
And I rolled, I just tested the 10. I also got a 7 on that.
So, bonus success. Excellent. Now explain to us why that was so hard for you.
Let's see. So if we're in her sanctum, that is essentially just a greenhouse. And there are a lot of different plants just growing in a profusion. And if you know anything about plants, you're probably like, toxic, toxic, toxic. And so she, I'm gonna say that she failed to steep one of those toxic herbs properly to get rid of all the poison.
So when you went to test it, you had a horrible time of it.
Yes. Also, she's probably drunk on absinthe.
Fair.
Valid. You had a rough day.
Yup.
So, having shared the tea, both you and Sir Arthur will take 2 lethal each. Which, as part of the ritual, you and Sir Arthur may reduce to bashing.
Oh, that's helpful.
However, Doctor, you can only reduce 1 of yours to bashing.
Oh, this is not good.
Ooh, I already had a level of damage.
No, you don't take more, Doctor.
I know,
Ouch.
but even then, it's still dangerous.
Mhm.
You could do more magic to heal yourself. What could go wrong?
I can barely move. And I can't talk.
You can now.
Oh. Oh, God, thank you. Think quick.
However, 7 straights all at once pushes you partially to twilight.
I was just there.
Spent a whole half a session getting a different character out of quiet, yes. So, not a lot you can do about it in a short story except roleplay it and have fun. But yes, you have gone partially death mad. This means 2 things. 1, you are emanating massive death resonance, which I will narrate when things matter.
Oh.
2, you are wildly obsessed with death and see it everywhere. So, like, your eyes actually change. And anyone who has awareness and looks at you can see that, like, your eyes aren't shaped right anymore. And, like, they'll almost like the iris is splitting into 2. But yet they're still merged somehow. Like a freaky demon in a horror movie. But whenever you look at anyone or anything, all you can see is the inevitable decay. So, like, if you look at Sir Arthur, you don't see a well-dressed, respectable gentleman. You see a man rotting slowly from within as his liver fails due to the overdrinking, and his lungs are building up with cancerous tumors from all the smoking and dying of old age, and you can see his face slowly rot. That's what you see everywhere now. You'll play that how you will.
Nice.
And also, Maisie, once you complete the ritual, you take 2 bashing, Sir Arthur, by the way. You're like, haha, success! And you look around and realize that everything within a foot of the Doctor has withered and died. Like winter immediately came and landed. All of your plants in a circle around him within a foot, up, down, left, right, are dead.
Aw.
She just tries to remember her advantage training like it's fine. It's fine.
I believe
the first
that
rote you're trying to remember your training, are you? The first rote you were ever taught was called Green Thumb. Roll your arete for me. Tell me what you get.
Am I looking for 6s?
Tell me what you roll, and I'll tell you what happens.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 4, an 8, a 9, and a 7.
Yep, you're good. So you bustle the Doctor out, and you walk around and you just like kneel in front of your plants and gently touch them and whisper to them, and they spring back to life and regrow and bloom.
Note to self, Dr. banned from the sanctum.
You take.
Does anything happen to Maisie's hands when she pushes me out?
No.
Okay.
Too brief. You all return to the main house. Ethan, you arrive back at the train wreck. Perception plus alertness, difficulty 6.
Wait, let's see here. Before they're right there. 7. Collect the dices. Okay, I need another one. There we go. Okay. 4 successes.
First thing you notice is the redhead is here, whispering something in the ear of the constable who's in charge of the scene.
I resist the urge to peck her eyes out.
Constable has a faraway look in his eye, and he's just kind of dumbly nodding. After a moment, she glides away, and he turns around and starts barking orders to his constables, some of whom have run off. Second thing you see is stretchers busily being bustled away with almost entirely covered bodies, cloth-covered bodies on them. One of them, the arm flops out, and you recognize a piece of jewelry from who you're looking for with 4 successes.
Okay. How many people are around her?
2. Because they're bustling them off to the side and just like stacking the bodies basically for identification and counting.
I am going to go...
If you wait a second, those 2 will leave.
Oh, yes.
You will have a brief window to do something before they come back with the next one.
Well, I am going to... Are they next to the woods by any chance?
Close enough to them, yeah.
Okay,
They don't
so
want
I'm
that
gonna...
near the town.
I'm gonna go land in the woods and change back to me.
Okay.
Well, it's all me, but... So that way when the 2 leave off, I will pick her up and...
Perception plus alertness again, difficulty 4.
Come on, eyeballs, work. Only 2 successes.
That side question you asked me?
Yes.
How infected you might be?
Yes.
Ha, I'm gonna go check out the... Why does my neck itch? There's feathers stuck to my human neck. And they're on my arms. And my chest. Oh god! You're not full bird, but you just have random feathers here and there that didn't go away.
Oops.
You can take care of the problem by plucking them out of your skin. You'll look normal.
Oh.
I don't really have a choice if I
Not
want
really,
to stay
'cause that's obvious.
inconspicuous. So, yeah.
Tear them out and take 1 lethal.
Ooh.
Although you do fit in better now. You look like a dazed survivor covered in blood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll stealth plus wits, difficulty 5, because you're blending in.
Okay, that's 6 dice. Three successes.
Complete success. You get to the stretcher. You're looking at it.
Is she dead?
You probably need to pull the cover back to figure that out.
I don't pull it back all the way, just ever so slightly.
No, but real close. The pulse is wildly intermittent and delayed.
She's gonna eat me, isn't she?
No, vampires are just dead, but no, this is one of those situations where Victorian people would sometimes mistakenly identify you as dead if your pulse was extremely weak with long delays between beats. That's what this is. This is nearly
Okay.
dead, but not quite.
Mostly
Nearly
dead.
Mostly dead, but not
Is
quite.
she also blaving?
Oh yeah, she's bruised and lacerated to shit 'cause she got flung all over the place. The train wreck.
Oh no, I was making a reference to Princess Bride. I said, is she blaving?
Oh. However, she's only alive at all, you're sure, because of the Hominus Nocturnus blood in her.
Well, crap. Okay. Yeah, if no one's looking, I'm gonna scoop her up and go off into the woods. And find
So my
a...
next question is, how are you going to get her back to the house? She's going to walk up to the nearest carriage lorry and be like, carrying a bleeding, unconscious girl. Here's my address, good sir.
I mean, it is the Victorian Age.
Post haste.
I mean, if you were a Victorian gentleman, they probably wouldn't ask questions, but you're an American. A little bit sus. Got any cool Raven gifts to perfectly mimic voices or accents?
I do. Voice of the Mimic.
If you would be willing to spend the gnosis to turn that on, which is 1 point, and then like quickly rearrange your clothes. There's lots of dead people around. You could pull yourself off as a Victorian gentleman.
I'll do it. But not
By the
that.
time the ritual is done, and you've cleaned up enough of your house and pulled out some spare furniture to have places to sit, Ethan arrives with the girl. You are now reunited.
I found her. She's right here.
Although what walks in is a distinguished Victorian gentleman.
She's almost dead. However, so you're going to have to do something because I cannot bring her back to life at all.
Sir,
How did you find her? How did you find us?
so this is a private estate, and I'll ask you to leave immediately before I have to go produce my pistol.
Quite rude to walk in without knocking.
Alright, y'all. Bullshit's over. Take the girl. Get her better.
Oh, well, that's a useful trick.
Full of surprises.
This is twice now that an associate of mine has put on a different face and confused me as to who they are, and I do not appreciate these continued shenanigans.
Well,
you will
Mr.
present yourself proper before entering the state.
Present myself. I cannot get any more proper than a gentleman from your.
And first off,
Right,
Got you there.
We
your
can
accent was atrocious.
Can we resolve this after we've saved
The
Sophie?
accent was flawless.
I know the joke is
No, I'm telling everyone else. I was listening to you.
Maisie ignores the shenanigans in favor of examining Sophie and seeing if there's anything she can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could in fact supernaturally heal Sophie the same way you would yourselves, because ghoul or not, still human.
Eh?
I will do that.
All right. So, life 3. Under the damage chart, pick how much you want to try to heal. 2 would do it.
Okay.
Near a node again. Personalized instruments. Targets individual and go.
Is it simple, standard, or difficult?
Don't need that when you're doing damage.
Okay. Let's see if this works again. Mayarte entered. Huh, still only rolled 1 dice, but I rolled a success.
Okay. Roll the difference with your real dice and see how many more you get.
Ooh, 2 more successes.
Sweet. At least it should be. It says you need 3 on yours, right?
No, it only says 1.
Oh, okay.
1 success, spell difficulty 4.
Okay. So yes, you stabilize her and bring her back to consciousness.
Neat, yeah, so, the rest of you probably see Maisie, go back into her sanctum and bring out some bandages that have been soaking in something. And she starts wrapping them over wherever Sophie has an open wound.
Chauncey brings her water.
Oh, Quincy.
Quincy, wow.
Yes.
Like, who the hell's Chauncey?
Quincy brings brings
Chaucer.
water.
All right.
Cecil B.
So, if I am correct, Sophie is going to be okay. Is that right, Maisie?
Oh, well, as okay as one can be given her personal circumstances, but she's not going to die anytime soon.
Good clarification. Yes, I did in fact mean as good as she could be based on the information we had at the asylum. The train. She has no more injuries from the train. That's what I was hoping. Excellent work, Maisie. Thank you so much.
So we're going to
Doctor.
assume, for the sake of brevity, everyone's been filled in. So when you give your instructions, Sir Arthur, you would know, one, you've been supernaturally infected by an Order of Reason mage.
Yes.
Two, it's safe to assume the redhead is aware of you and your location if she was doing her Hominis Nocturnus bullshit on the captain.
Oh, I was actually about to segue into that. By the way, speaking of things like that, I saw a very dear friend of yours, and that's sarcasm, by the way, in case your proper English self could not decipher it.
Yes, sarcasm is completely lost on the English.
Totally.
Figured with your
Quite.
dry humor and all, but
I need Murdoch to say, was that sarcasm?
Was just drinking there, but hey.
Sure. Opens sarcasm cue book.
She was there, and she was influencing the conductor, as well as all of his assistants. So I'd say it's safe to assume she knows exactly what you're doing and who you are, and prepared.
I am a man known about town, so this is bound to happen eventually.
I don't quite think that's it, but
Quincy clears his throat. Clearly, sir, they already knew. Looks around.
Correct. Excellent observation, Quincy. Thank you.
Sure.
I feel like we may have stepped into more than we had bargained for. This is no longer a search for one individual, but a throng, if you will.
I agree. This was much larger than initially anticipated. We're not hunting a singular Nocturnus.
I suppose they travel in packs.
Interesting. To take new tactics, reassess the situation. I think we have as much information as we can for right now. We'll have to regroup. Everyone, has been a very exhausting day. Most pressing issue is, of course, this new Order of Reason mage who has injected himself into this situation. I feel as though if we allow him to manipulate the situation more, it will only cause more chaos as we move in on the Nocturnus. We are infected, personally. I do not like that. So we need to find something to fix this particular situation. Those are my thoughts.
I'm pretty sure I know how I got infected.
How was that?
I allowed the fool to give me an injection.
One of them nighttime things gave you an injection?
No.
Said someone gave you an injection. Injection
Yes.
of what?
The doctor.
The doctor. You mentioned
Same
doctor.
man who patted me down and gave me this. I'll take out the little tincture.
And I reach inside a pocket somewhere and I pull out his card. Yes, this doctor.
You immediately realized that was the thing that infected you.
Y'all
Sure,
let
just touching it because of your wild number of successes earlier.
Okay.
y'all let just anyone stick you with needles and give you bottles of tincture and hand you cards. Normally, where I come from, that's a snake oil salesman.
Well, here it's
Some of us
chivalrous.
are witty enough to understand that. Thank you, Ethan.
Yeah, the only thing
Hey.
you two share is shot glasses and unclean food containers.
Maisie, you know it is
The
a proper
alcohol
expectation.
sterilizes.
Maisie, you know it's proper expectation to take a man's card when presented.
That's what the gloves are for.
Does his card
Shredded
have
on
any?
impact.
Does his card have any information? Is it an actual business card?
It is in fact an actual business card, and it looks super fancy. But as you like squint at it to actually read it, there's no address and no last name. It's very cleverly hidden in the artwork, though. Most people wouldn't notice. It's a dupe. Perception plus awareness.
Me?
Yep.
Perception plus awareness. 6, 3, 6. Difficulty 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay. It's also a tracking device. However, it's timed out. It had limited lifespan. But you sense that resonance of the tracking somewhere else in the room very strongly. In the doctor's bloodstream.
It was entropic originally, you said, right?
The disease was entropic.
Okay. And the tracking
Correspondence.
that's what I assumed. Okay. I relay
Separate
that.
things, not the same spell. So basically,
Yeah.
the card is ensorcelled to track, but then the disease was literally swiped on it like a swab. Because they use
Okay.
science, he actually fomented a bacteria that affects only magic people.
So
Can we tell what it's doing?
Interfering with your arete such that as it strengthens to it starts out low, but as it strengthens, you'll start taking dice penalties to every roll equal to your arete rating.
Gotcha.
Oh, shit.
That's kind of what I was thinking. It would be tied to that.
That's fantastic.
In the case of Ethan, it's going to get worse because it's actually going to create a penalty equal to Gnosis, ultimately, which is like 7 for Ethan.
so can we use correspondence? So can we reactivate the card and then use correspondence to reverse the tracking? Be like, where's the motherfucker who gave this to us?
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Okay, I have correspondence 2.
I also have correspondence too, so I can help with the ritual.
So you can make one roll each turn. If either of you botch or fail, though, the DC goes up for both of you. Still worth it. So on the card, dang it, Ethan. On the card, set correspondence to 2 and spirit to 1. Only one of you has to have spirit. I know at least one of you does.
I do.
Ew. Both do.
Oh.
Neat.
I have 2 dots, so I'm sure
Okay.
you have more.
3.
Yeah, so you put the spirit on yours, Maisie. And then subtle, near a node.
Shit.
No personalized tools, because it's not the primary sphere for either of you. Difficult feat, because it's resisting. And under correspondence, body sample. And then set your arete and roll it.
Okay.
Wait.
So that's for you, Steve. Subtle base casting?
No, I got that. I got tools and rituals, personalized instruments. Since we're in our place, can use our stuff.
No personalized instruments, because it's not your personal sphere.
Oh, got it.
Near a node is because you're in your place,
Okay.
which is under general circumstances.
Thank you. Near a node. Difficult feat.
Yep.
Where
Line of
is
sight body sample under correspondence.
line of sight body sample? Thank you.
And then set your arete.
And then where my arete is 4.
I got
Wait.
4 successes.
Is that right?
Gonna be pretty low, yeah, because of all those bonuses. A mage doing rituals in their chantry is pretty easy compared to the
No,
world.
these numbers don't seem right to me. What am I not clicking? I know I'm not clicking. That's 1. What else?
if we are truly being tracked, and I am the strongest emanation of this, it is obvious that a blood transfusion is needed immediately.
I can't tell if this is working or not. I think it's yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I messed it up.
What's it say the difficulty is?
Shoot. It was like 4, and then it jumped up to like 7.
Should have been 4. So you can go ahead and just roll your manual dice since we know what I know what it needs to be.
All right.
For you, the spell card is mostly practice for Sunday.
Yeah. Like I had it, and then I feel like I just clicked something wrong. I apologize. Okay. Difficulty was what?
4.
4, right? Okay. So that's 3 successes.
7 total. Get it in 15 minutes.
Okay.
You're like, okay, so we're gonna figure out. We're gonna open the world circle and spin it around, and we're gonna have Maisie's practice would be for this, probably throwing some bones and doing a prognostication, and you're like, aha, I have it. It's 120 yards away. It's 119 yards away. It's 118 yards away. It's 117 yards away.
Quincy, load the Gatling.
Ma'am. Runs off.
Oh, I guess they won't.
So I assume one of you runs to the window.
Yes.
And I hope Travis is either in the audience or is going to rewatch the
I
video on demand.
hold on.
No.
Before I run to the window, I calmly sort of like undo whatever kind of like top, button, just kind of calmly remove like the really like over the top sophisticated clothing parts and put that down, and I walk and I take the Winchester from the mantle.
There it is.
And start to load it ever so calmly.
I prep all my revolvers.
Who is it that runs to the window, by the way?
Once I have my gun loaded, I'll go.
If Arthur's loading his gun, then Maisie will.
You fling the curtain open, Maisie, or do you just crack it to peek, or do you fling it open so everyone can see?
I'll peek first.
You see the most extraordinary thing. Remember I said you live and basically own the cul-de-sac, so there's no one here but your house? It's a mechanical man. It's like 9-10 feet tall, made entirely out of metal, riveted together in all the right parts. The joints are articulated. You can actually see gears spinning, and steam is pumping out of every time it takes a step. Steam pumps out of its knees. When the arms bend, steam pumps out of the elbows. And it's looking at the house, and it's like looking around the cul-de-sac, and as soon as it like passes where your address is, its eyes turn bright red, and like gizmos start popping out of its arms.
Target acquired.
Gizmos. And it actually says, do that again for us, Dwayne.
Target acquired.
As the Hit Mark III initiates combat with you. And that's where we're going to take our mid-show break.
Oh, jeez. I don't even have my skin picked up off the floor yet.
Oh, by the way, here's some you dropped it earlier.
Alright.
Also, you recognize Joffrey? It's got an interface for punch cards.
Nice.
I know how to defeat this.
Doctor, if I dried that, I could have people jerky.
So,
But,
don't go anywhere, audience. We'll be back at 10:40. And we've returned. Roll initiative.
Shit.
Oh
God,
no.
son of a bitch.
I don't want to roll initiative.
Oh wow, I rolled a 1.
Fuck, so did I.
Fuck!
Please roll your Arete and tell me your results.
I rolled total amazeballs. I just thought you should know. My initiative is 18 and it's in green, which means it was crit.
Jesus.
I got a 16 on my initiative. And then you said roll Arete?
Nope, just Key. Just Joffrey.
Oh.
Joffrey.
Ew.
Whatever.
Roll Arete and tell you what we get.
Nope, just Joffrey.
Oh, well, fine.
Oh, that's not good. Initiative is 6. And just roll Arete. What's the difficulty?
3.
It's a botch.
What?
Yes!
2 1s.
Here we
Wait,
go!
you botched on difficulty 3?
3?
Botched on difficulty 3.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, what would
So
have
you
happened
rolled
is
2
you would have
1s
had
and
an
a 2?
initiative of 16 plus successes, but instead you go last.
Oh, shit.
I would have gone last anyway. I was lost in my numbers.
Okay, what'd you get, Murdoch?
An 8.
Ethan?
18.
Maisie?
6.
And Sir Arthur.
9.
Sir Arthur, please roll another d10 and tell me what you get.
4.
That is 10 for Quincy. Okay, don't forget, anytime you roll anything, except Arete, to subtract the penalty you have for your wounds. And don't forget, even for Arete rolls, to subtract your curse, which is currently at -2, your disease.
Ugh.
Or
Oof.
+2 to the DC. That's how it works out. Hit marks first. Hitmark calls out in his mechanical voice. Joffrey, Wellington, please remove yourself from reality deviant premises.
What?
You have been identified as Order of Reason member in good standing. Remember, they don't know you're defecting. It's a secret.
We hear it say that, right?
Yeah.
I want to. I want to have the Winchester lever down. You know, and I'm feeding the bullets into the chamber, and I hear that, and I just, shh, and I look at Joffrey.
You actually knew that, Sir Arthur.
Right.
You're helping him defect.
No, I know. I
Okay,
remember that
okay.
part, but I'm looking at him like, what are you gonna do right now?
Yeah, that's the secret. Is you're actually his defector handler.
I remember that little bit from the first session. Yeah, I think at least.
And then like you see a red light sweep across the room, and then it stops and sweeps back, and it stops and sweeps. Every time it's penduluming, the pendulum gets narrower on Murdoch. High priority target. Reality deviant, expatriate, kill on sight.
What? After all that,
And then there's a huge release of steam, a huge hissing release of steam, and like a concussion sound,
War birdie time.
and a round cylinder-like projectile with a tip on the end like an arrow and like little tips of arrows on the back. You've never seen anything like this. Comes flying towards the house, breaks through the window that Maisie was looking at, and then breaks apart into a whole bunch of little tiny cylinders of metal that hit the ground and explode. Right in front of Murdoch. So Murdoch,
Oh.
and we're going to say, this is the way you were basically sitting before. Murdoch was removed from the rest of you to avoid infection, but the blast radius is still going to catch the good doctor and Sir Arthur. So, Sir Arthur, Doc, and Murdoch dodge, which is athletics plus dex. DC is 6 plus whatever your penalties are. Can't go above 9.
Athletics, dex. I think I'm only -1.
Yay, I got a success.
So it was base difficulty 6.
Plus penalties, yep. It's basically 9 for you. You're just kind of at 9 because you have all those wound injuries and the disease.
Oh, the disease counts for this too? Oh, dear.
Can't exceed 9, though.
Oh,
Here we go. It's a none, but not a botch.
Sir Arthur, what about you?
so it's -2 from the curse, and then whatever the minus from your health is, and then
Right.
that total put onto 6.
But you can't go above
But you can't
9.
go past 9. All right, so I rolled 2 9s and an 8. So I thought I had 3,
Nice.
but I actually only have 2.
You are knocked to the side by the concussion, Sir Arthur, and knocked prone, but you're okay. Murdoch, you're knocked aside by the concussion and take 1 lethal damage.
Yikes.
Doctor, you're stunned and you lose this round. You hit the
Ow.
ground and you can't
Oh,
breathe.
shit.
You slide into the wall and you just like, can't breathe, can't catch breath, not good. Then you look down and you realize, you look down at yourself and you're like covered in shrapnel, but it's popping out.
Oh.
Your wounds are slowly closing.
Hmm.
Sometimes super negative death resonance works in your favor.
Ah.
Okay, Ethan.
Rage bird.
Rage bird acquired. Spend 1 point of rage and acquire bird form.
Bird form
Big
acquired.
emo bird acquired. Emo big bird. Emo big bird acquired.
And you notice that if you're paying attention, which we're in the middle of battle, so no one probably is. There's like a little bald patch, and all you see is like bird skin where feathers were.
Ew.
Poor plucked
Proof.
birdie.
Quincy starts grinding that handle.
Well,
Bullets
mine
tear through
Quincy's
what's left of the wall in the front. Hit mark, and you notice this, Joffrey, apparently has time sphere because it's in bullet time. It actually moves out of the way of the bullets like it's tracking them. 2 of them actually hit it, but most of them it just moves out of the way. The rest of you just see a blur, but Joffrey, you can actually see it doing it like in a movie.
What is this movie?
I mean, the Order of Reason definitely has stop motion pictures at this stage.
Max pain power activate.
Then, super secret villain. Ooh, that goes poorly. Maisie, your disease moves to stage 2. You're not -3 for the disease.
Shit.
You all feel like evil doctor is out there somewhere because you could feel the magic try to make you all even sicker. You could feel the resonance, but it only got through to Maisie. He's either has correspondence connection to you or has line of sight to the house. Arthur.
Okay. This might not work, and it might be very stupid, but I'm learning. So this is still an entropic-based thing that's happening to us, right? The disease, the curse.
Yeah.
Okay. With my entropy of 3 being on my home turf, can I quickly just kind of put out like some sort of blocker or a ward or a purge, just for even for a little bit, at least to get my friends
No,
out of the
because it's in their
disadvantage?
patterns now and you need life. But on yourself, yes, you can counterspell your own pattern.
So I can't affect other
Not
people's.
not without life 3 because it's in their pattern now. It's sunk into them like a real disease.
Okay, then I will change my own pattern. And
Counter
just
dice is actually
just
pretty easy.
okay, just to get myself in proper fighting spirit.
Do you have any prime? I don't remember if you have any dots of prime.
I have no prime now.
Okay. 1 second. One more second. Still scrolling. Okay.
So while you're looking that up, basically, going back over. Going back over the character very quickly. He is going to just sort of like look around, and he's looking at the pattern, like the way that the light kind of, like you said, that it went zoom zoom, and then like
Came out of
kept
its
getting
eyes, yeah.
smaller out of its eyes. I look at that and I kind of mix that with that feeling of taking on someone else's death, right? And I start to imagine, like death flowing from him to me, to someone else, to him to me, and I turn that thought, right, the swooshing of the light, the clanking of the gears spin, right? I can look outside and I can see the servos and everything start turning, and everywhere I look, I can see death as a wheel, I can see the gears are the wheel, and I can just start to see the wheel everywhere around me. And from that wheel, I take the pattern inside of me, and I just imagine and I contemplate milling the change out of me, and I actually see like a wheel grind away the excess curse that he's put inside of me.
I like it. Roll Arete difficulty 7 before penalties.
Before any penalties?
Oh no, sorry. Counter magic just 7. The curse doesn't affect the counter magic.
10s kill 1s, right?
Yep.
Sweet baby Jesus. 110. Come on. And then it's another 1, but okay. 1 success if the 10s kill 1s.
Penalty is reduced to -1.
All right, cool. That's my turn.
Yep. Quincy,
I
sorry.
take cover, just like, like I kind of like just get behind a sofa or something, just to not be standing out in the open.
Okay. Murdoch.
I want to turn the front lawn into a muddy slog that's difficult to cross.
How many dots in matter?
3.
Much correspondence?
3.
Roll your Arete. Difficulty is 5. Wait, the whole yard or just like the area that it would be walking if it came toward you?
Yeah, kind of like its general area.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Arete is just the number of dice I have in Arete, right?
Correct.
3 successes.
Please add 2 paradox to yourself. 2 straights. 2 straights come for you. Your effect works. You can describe your weird science for that to happen real quick for people, but that was very extreme effects, or uncanny effects, so you took the straights.
So he just sort of reaches out, and arcs of lightning go out that just disrupt and churn the ground, and then you just see like water bubbling up and just mix with the dirt and just causes a massive gloop to form in the yard.
Maisie.
Okay, Maisie is going to try and do the same thing that Arthur did and purge herself of this technocratic toxin.
You have entropy?
1 dot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your Arete against difficulty 7.
The -3 penalty, is that dice taking away from the pool, or...?
Doesn't apply because you're counterspelling.
Okay. Yay! Difficulty 7, 1 success.
So, you're also back to -2, where you were before you got accelerated.
It's better than nothing.
You could also take cover if you wanted.
Yes, I am closing the curtains back and taking cover.
Joffrey.
Oh boy. Alright, so in theory, if I were to step out of the house, I wouldn't be shot at, right? Because I am still Order of Reason.
It
In
told
theory.
you to get out of the way. You feel like if you get in its line of fire, it's not going to discriminate. But around it, probably valid, yes.
Yeah, I will try to go around it while attempting to, suppose, with a piece of paper and very forcefully using the tip of a pencil, make a punch card to slot into this.
Are you going to mosey over there or magic over there? Straits will come for you.
You can also give it to Ethan, who can fly over there.
I will be casually moseying because I like the image of all this chaos happening. I'm just walking around.
Making notes. At least that's what it looks like.
Casually moseying.
Doc, what was your initiative again?
16.
Thanks. Okay. The hit mark does in fact ignore you. Its eyes glow even darker red, and several of the weapons that had popped out of its arms retract, but its hands extend into like massive claws, all of them. And it says, defected reality to even primary target, kill with extreme prejudice. And comes charging across the yard at full speed. It actually does get slowed down by the mud, but it still makes it to the house and just comes through the wall.
Oh, shit.
Make it to Murdoch this turn, though, because of the mud. It's coming right for you, Murdoch. It would like to slice and dice you. Ethan.
So, Angry Bird. Oh God. That was an unintentional one. Is going to, can I want to use my wing swipe with the razor feathers. So I have to spend a point of gnosis and roll stamina to... The number of successes indicates the number of turns that the effect lasts.
Do it.
So... Stamina... It's a difficulty of 6. I only have 3 stamina, so... Let's see how this goes. So puny, the amount of dice. A 10, a 1, and a 4.
One turn.
So, I'm going to use that with my wing swipe, which is Dex plus Brawl roll, difficulty 7, but it does Strength plus 3 levels of aggravated damage.
Pull it.
Even if I miss, my opponent has to roll Dex of difficulty 5 or be knocked off balance by the assault. Ha 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 ha.
Don't forget your enhanced dex in bird form.
Crud.
It's on your PDF on second or third page. If
Oh,
you can't
man.
remember, I guarantee it's +3.
Okay, so I will just go by that because if I attempt to open a PDF, my computer's gonna say, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be eight decks. That's is that right? 8 decks. Last brawl and 8.
Yep, werebeasts are terrifying in war form. Werewolves are
7.
unstoppable murder machines in guru form.
Jeez.
Kidoki. I have a lot of dice to roll.
Werewolf GM spends most of his time trying to find new ways to describe entrails.
Entrails.
The entrails were entrailing.
But he's a cowboy, so it's happy entrails to you.
No. Nope. Don't like it.
I like that one.
Listen.
Did
Oh god. No. It ran away. Crud. Okay, so I guess I have to roll a different die. But that is what is that? Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes. Yeah, 5 successes.
That's a lot
That's
of
pretty
success.
good.
That's a lot of successes. I
I
like
was
it.
muted. The question is, did you remember to apply your penalties?
Well,
No,
you see what
I
had
did not.
happened was
No, I did not. So do with that what you will. I
It
don't.
would have changed the difficulty to 9. Is what would have
Oh,
happened.
wow. How to calculate? Math is hard.
Just look at the dice results again, and anything 9 or higher is a success.
Oh, 9 or higher. Okay. Oh, that's how that. Okay. So only 1 success in that event.
Okay,
That's depressing.
roll the damage.
Yeah. Let me
It
find a
does
number.
not
for
get
that.
knocked off balance. It's like hitting a steel wall.
This fucker. Strength plus 3 levels of damage. My strength is 3.
By the way, Mr. Storyteller, was that a pupper attack?
No, but it did fall on the dog.
Oh,
It was trying to take a nap,
or
or I wouldn't have even noticed.
Bad.
Or Holly. Okay, so my strength plus 3 levels of aggravated damage is.
Oh,
Wait,
Ever,
wouldn't
don't
that-
forget you've got an audience bonus.
Oh, that's right.
Use it. Killed the bad machine man.
Yes.
I would like to use the audience bonus, but
That
For
wouldn't
that-
apply to damage, but it would have applied to the roll because it's basically free willpower. So you'd had 2 successes on the roll,
oh.
which means you roll your strength plus the 2 successes plus the 3, and that
Okay.
however many of them come up 6 or higher is how much damage you did.
Okay, so I have to roll 2 more.
And your
Dice.
strength is actually 1 point higher in war form than your base.
Okay. Yeah, then that's 4, so I have to do 3 more dice. Dang numbers and numbery type stuff. Okay, so 1, 2. No, only 2 successes there. A 6 and a 10.
How many dice did you roll?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Aggravated, still aggravated, though.
Yes.
Yeah, you actually do damage it. Like, parts come flying off and it makes a horrible screeching metal noise, but it doesn't stop its relentless push forward.
Oh, well,
It is damaged.
huzzah.
Doc,
Yeah.
catch your breath. Also, you heal one of your damage levels.
Any one of them?
Always start with the worst.
Okay. Awesome. I'm still at a negative. So am I anywhere near the window? Or am I completely on the other side of the room?
No, but it's not in the window anymore. It came through the wall. It's in the living room.
Oh, it's in the living room now.
Yeah, you're on the opposite side of the room from it, but you're in the room with it.
Hmm.
And then Warbird comes out of nowhere and blows chunks off of it. Which we didn't describe, but like Ethan actually like puts his wings over himself and starts spinning. You can actually see the wings harden and glint like they're metal, and when they hit it, they're actually cutting through it, the metal of the robot.
Is there a piano nearby?
Of course there is. One of the wing tips hits the curtain too, which just like cuts it like a katana cutting bamboo.
Shit. You know what? I'm actually afraid to use any magic right now because I don't know how crazy it's going to go. So I'm just going to pull out my bulldog. All shakily. And fire.
All right, full penalties. Basically difficulty 9, and then
Yep,
you've got
yeah.
2 just from the disease.
I know. All right. Firearms. And Dex?
Never did not, Hot Dog Wizard, not yet.
Oh,
Good question though.
Dex and firearms, right? Or is that
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Difficulty 9. All right, here we go. That's 2 successes.
All right,
Dose.
you hit it head on, and the bullets just bounce off because you're
Well,
Son
not
of a
powerful enough.
bitch.
Yep, that won't cut it on a hit mark. The Gatling gun is damaging it because Gatling gun, but a handgun, no. Even if you rolled full damage, you wouldn't do what you need. Quincy keeps churning away. More bits of metal tear off the robot. Quincy now has to reload a new box drum. Evil Doctor disapproves strongly of Sir Arthur and his attempts to cure himself.
Yes.
As the guy says in the accent I can't ever possibly replicate from Casino Royale. Showdown, please. Roll your arete.
Just straight up arete?
Yeah. If this was lightning bolts, you'd actually be hitting each other's lightning bolts with a big ball of light in the middle as you try to see who's more powerful.
Oh, sweet ass. Yeah. All right. I'm about to hit you with 3 metal dice and sharpshooter.
Oh, he did not do well. You might make some progress here.
Difficulty
6.
2 successes, 9 and a 6.
Everyone's disease penalty drops by 1, not just Arthur. You beat him by 1.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome.
Arthur, wait, yeah, it's your turn now. That was a defensive action. That was reflexive, so you don't have to split your pool. Your entropy was more powerful than his in that.
Yes. I want to take a free action to yell out to the Aussie, whose name I haven't said in 2 sessions.
Murdoch?
Murdoch?
The
Mr.
Lesser Jones.
Mr. Murdoch, if you would, the elephant gun is located in the other room. I'm sure you'll find use for it in that armor.
Murdoch's going to declare certiment on you, Ethan.
Oh, shit.
What?
Ever said the Lesser Jones, I said Murdoch's going to declare certiment trial by magic against Ethan. To the death! To the death, sir! Slap!
So I will call out to Mr. Murdoch to please get the elephant gun, and unknowing to Sir Arthur, maybe do the same thing where you increase the mass of said bullet when you shoot this thing. Second, instead of using the Winchester, well, maybe, having that be a tool, I want to shoot the monster. However, what I'm actually hoping to do is a quick entropy on. I want to see like the main metal panel that might protect its like its chassis, like its central area. And I'm looking for bolts and rivets or anything like that, and I want to age those as quick as possible and rust them out so that the main protective plate falls out, and it gives us easier access to its internal servos and gears.
Roll technology plus perception.
Technology?
See if you can figure out the best spot.
What is technology?
Technology exists in the Victorian era.
3, 4. Yeah, I know. Just I don't know.
No, I was picking on the doctor.
So I'm rolling a perception.
Yeah.
Difficulty 6.
Plus
Correct.
whatever your...
Okay. Well, my curse is at 0, so it's only going to be my health penalty. So, okay. I know that I'm doing this. Can I spend a point of willpower?
Yes.
Okay. I want to get this armor off this damn thing.
Yeah, are you about to tell me it's a good thing you spent willpower?
So if I spend willpower, I don't botch, right?
You get 1 success.
I automatically get 1 success?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't botch.
So that means
That
your
is-
DC is reduced by 1 because you spent 1. You got 1 success. So, the DC would have been 8 for the Arete roll because it's got a lot of premium countermeasures.
I apologize. On my actual rolls, I got a 1 and no successes.
Right. The willpower
So-
gives you an automatic success no matter what.
Okay. Oh, so even
You're not
it's
casting
not
a spell.
It's not a cancel out thing.
Cancel
the
outs
one.
for spells, not for skill rolls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell.
Willpower on any roll that isn't
Oh.
magic is just a free success.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got you.
And you
Carry
can't
on.
botch. Right.
Okay, sweetness.
So that means your DC is 7 instead of 8 because it's got a lot of premium countermeasures on its chassis. So roll your Arete.
Arete difficulty 8. Here we go.
You're going to need 5 successes. This will probably take more than a turn.
Okay, sounds good. All 10s, baby. All 10s. Here we go. Yahtzee. Difficulty 8. I got 1 success.
Start. 4 to go.
Okay, all right. That's me. I want to play that out like tools-wise, where I'm like trying to aim and use the Winchester to actually like shoot the bolts or the rivets, not to hurt it, but every time I strike one, it just starts to rust.
I approve. Over a course of turns, yes.
Yeah.
Murdoch.
You can handle your own guns, mate. And he's just gonna reach out and like do little jazz hands on the mark and try to increase the mass of its left arm.
Okay. So, this. You said you have 3 in matter, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to touch it because you're not insane. It wants to claw your face, so we add correspondence. And then we do this. This. Alright. Difficulty is 6. You need 3 successes. Go!
Just roll an narrative, right?
Yep.
Oof. Wow. Just wow.
How bad is just wow?
That was a good roll, right?
I don't.
It's good roll.
I rolled.
That's pretty good.
I rolled
It happens.
4 out of fucking 5 dice as ones.
No!
Negatives.
Who's the 5th
Yeah.
one?
A 10.
So you got 1 success.
So,
My rules.
well,
Fuck that. I'm
That's
putting
amazing.
willpower into that.
So what's
No,
amazing-
fuck that
what's-
noise.
what's amazing here is he got 4 negatives. That means he rolled 4 ones. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then rolled 3. Yeah.
Oh,
and,
shit.
and ended up with a negative
Never
1
mind.
overall result.
Hold on. I got way too much shit checked. That's why. Okay. It shouldn't have rolled that many dice. I'm re-rolling.
Okay.
But that
the
was
10's
such
still
an
what
epic
matters. So
roll.
re-roll the 10.
Oh, I got 2 not negative 1s and a 10. So, yay.
Roll the 10.
Yeah. Can I blow 2 willpower and just...
Well, no, 10's
No,
eliminate
because this
ones.
is a spell.
No, lame.
You save willpower on spells to avoid botches breaking the spell.
Okay, so 10 and 2. 2 ones. Awesome.
Reroll the 10. 10s
Re-
explode with me.
Reroll the 10. A 9, so that's a success.
2 successes. So you'll need 1 more next turn to complete your effect. You're
Okay.
almost there. Maisie.
Okay. Let's see. My best fears are life and spirit. So I don't think. Oh wait.
D&D, there's a handy spell called Entangle. Just saying.
Yeah. So is this being animated by anything that I can fuck with by a spirit?
No, it is completely machine-based. However, the house is made of wood.
Oh yeah, and it's probably got like some mud on it.
The wood is dead, but it's still wood.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun and is better than my last ditch effort, which was to try to stab one of its joints with my hat pin.
Alright, so what I would recommend is try to resurrect the boards in front of it, bring them back to life, and cause rapid growth. So like trees sprout from the dead wood.
Okay.
You can't actually manipulate dead wood without entropy or matter.
Oh, I've only got 1 dot of entropy, so that wouldn't.
So you're going to
Okay.
take 1 paradox automatically, but not the 2 you should because you're in your house.
That's fine.
Traits.
What are the other factors?
Near a node,
Okay.
personalized instruments, uncanny
Right.
base casting, impressive feat, and that's it in the narrative.
Okay. Alright, let me make sure I cleared everything else out. Difficulty 5, that's not too bad. Or wait, no, because I'm at -1. No, because I'm casting, right?
Right, that would only be the curse. It's the only thing that would affect you on your casting is the curse.
Okay, is that -1 die pool, or is that +1 to the difficulty?
+1 to the difficulty, so it'd be 6.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, there's a 10.
Hey.
7. That makes me happy. Okay. 2 successes.
How many did you need?
4.
Halfway. Got it.
Okay.
Joffrey, you're like, mosey. Where'd it go? Shit, now it's back there. It's back in the house now.
Hmm. Huh. And this automaton, it is completely automated. There's no mind magic going on to give it orders.
Punch card.
Just punch card. All right.
The punch card has mind magic on it, but not the machine.
Then
Machine
can
is
I?
almost entirely matter and is basically entirely matter and forces in Prime.
Then is it possible to alter the mind magic on the punch card?
You also
Sorry.
had matter because you'd have to physically change it too.
Ah, that's right. Ah, curses.
Or destroy the card.
Destroy the card.
It won't be easy because it's under the countermeasures. But still, it's paper. You got any forces?
I have no forces. I am just mind and time. So what I will
Age
do.
it to dust.
Shit, I could have done that. I didn't.
Ah,
know.
shit. All right, time to accelerate the aging process.
All right, so under spheres, set time. How much correspondence do you have?
I have 2 correspondents.
You're good. So set time is the sphere. Base casting will actually be subtle. Personalized instruments near a node. It's gonna be real easy for you. And standard feat because it's just paper. The problem's gonna be you've got the difficulty of whatever your +1 for the disease and another +2 for its countermeasures. Targets an individual, and then whatever the DC says, it's actually 3 higher. Did I give you the card? I don't even remember.
No, you did not.
Okay. So your DC is going to be 6. And go.
All right. And go. No successes. That's
No failures or no botch though? Okay.
no ones, no successes.
Okay. Your difficulty will be 7 next turn. Ethan! I skipped you to the end because Hot Dog was helping you out. So now that you have a plan, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna go with that same type of attack I did. Do I? So since it only lasted 1 round,
You
I'm
can
going
extend
to.
it by 1 turn with willpower.
Okay. Yes, and then I'm going to spend rage for extra actions.
Spend up to
Or-
3 with your build.
Okay.
You don't have to spend all of it, but you can spend up to that.
Well, I mean,
You get 4 actions if you do.
Yeah, why not? Let's.
Alright. Make your 4 attacks.
Okay. Oh God, so many dice. Which I love. I love dice. Don't get me wrong,
You
but
get to clickety clack so much.
I do, and I love it. But fucking numbers, man. Okay, how many numbers do I have to number now?
It'll be
A-
the
a
same
number
thing
of
it was
numbers.
last turn, just 4 times instead of once.
Okay, that was
4
11.
rolls to hit. Start with the 4 rolls to hit. Which is a total dice pool of like, I don't know, I think you had 10 or 11 dice.
I had 11.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is gonna be disgusting.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
I'll help you keep track. You just tell me successes for each roll.
The difficulty was 7, I believe. Let me make sure of that.
Sounds right.
Scroll, 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 scroll. Yes, difficulty is 7. Okay.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh, sweet. Okay, so move those over there. Those are successes. Okay, so only 3 successes that time.
Hey, you can attack.
Oof, I got a 1 that time. I got 2 1s. Those fuckers.
No 10s.
I got a 10 and 2 7s.
So let's stick 3 again. Third attack.
That was a nice hearty roll. I enjoyed that sound. Okay, let's see here. That's there. That is a... So I have 2 10s. I have a 9, an 8, and 2 7s. No 1s this time. Yes. So 6. Yes, 6
successes.
Thank you.
Attack 4.
I hate my mouth. I don't actually hate my mouth. I just, numbers and words.
I can relate. I'm a word person, not a number person.
Yes, definitely. That is, I rolled a 9, an 8, and an 8, and I do have a 1. So.
Okay. I'm gonna let you roll. Nope, you're gonna have to do it individually because of the armor. Okay. So what's your strength at the base level?
That was a terrifying laugh. Strength base level is 3.
It's 4.
Oh,
So you need to roll.
bird.
The first one difficulty will be 6. You need to roll 9 dice.
Okay. 7, 8, 9. Side.
Joffrey, Timber Brad is giving you a bonus to your spell roll.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, what's the difficulty on this one?
6.
Okay. So I have 4 successes and a 1, but 2 of the successes are 10s. So.
1s don't matter on damage rolls.
Oh, okay. 4 successes.
Same thing 2 more times. Same number of dice, same difficulty. Then the last one will be more dice.
4 successes.
Okay.
Three successes.
And the last one, you actually need to add 3 more dice and then roll it. Same difficulty.
Okay, let's do 1. That is a success. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
The bird just spins like a murder big bird machine.
Bird NATO.
There's a bird NATO of death and feathers.
Did you say murder? A murder big bird?
Yep.
Yes.
And when the bird NATO ends, the robot is missing an arm and about half its torso. Still functional, but it's not looking real great now. There's like metal everywhere.
That is so
God.
metal.
Snuffleupagus would be a horrible monster.
It says critical damage sustained. Initiate self-destruct protocol. 5,
No.
4. Ethan.
No.
What do I do? How do I do? Can I go
Dive, fly.
chop it? Okay.
Grab, fly,
You
throw.
can fly. You are real fast.
I I will
Get
grab
away.
it and fly it away from everyone else.
Oh.
How
Ah.
big-
What? Am I supposed to leave
would
you
you like to
guys
do?
with it?
Just fling it out on the front
you
lawn.
lift this thing?
I do fling it. I shall fling it.
No. You're doing the right thing. I'll explain when we get back to you, but I want to see how these
Oh,
spells
God.
play out too. Doc, what about you?
In hearing this, he will prepare for imminent explosion.
What does
And,
that mean?
I will harden my
off?
body. Or attempt to harden my body.
Okay. Roll your arete against a difficulty of 6.
So 8? Yeah.
No, 6 is with the penalties.
Oh! How exciting. One success.
You create 1 layer of chitinous hardness on your skin.
Mmm,
1 point worth.
delicious.
Better than nothing. Quincy reloads. Evil Doctor runs for it. Arthur, make your next spell roll.
One more success.
Okay. Murdoch, continue your spell roll.
But if I do that, they won't be able to lift it.
Oh, right. You should probably drop yours and take cover. I forgot what yours was.
Is there any way to reverse what I'm doing with it and make it go less mass so it's easier to carry?
Spend a point of willpower, I'll let you.
All right, let's do that.
Roll it.
I can spend another point of willpower to not fuck that up. Never mind.
Did you roll a botch?
Yeah, just
Okay. You succeed in not making it worse. Maisie, make your next roll.
Okay. Don't suck.
Tell him.
Oh, fuck. One landed on the edge.
Mm,
You can reroll it.
cock doesn't count.
Oh, God, because I also rolled a 1.
No.
Oh, yay.
No.
Oh, that's a 9. Okay. So,
No progress,
Wash.
no botch. Yes.
Ugh.
Last but not least. I would drop your spell and run, Joffrey.
Yeah.
I know you got a bonus. Save it for your next thing.
Ah.
Your thing won't stop to self-destruct. Okay. And this is why this is the correct action for what you are to take. So, you fly out of the house with it. For a second, it gets a little heavier, but then it doesn't. And you're like, that was weird. And then it hits 0. So you wrap your wings around it and hit the ground. And you all hear a very muffled explosion, and the bird actually bounces in the air and hits the ground. And feathers and blood go everywhere. Just so much blood and feathers. And you're like, oh God, our friend! And you run out there, and you like roll the bird over, and Ethan's like, what's up, guys? That really fucking hurt. And you can see metal popping out as the were creature regenerates.
neat.
Wow.
Hey, if I'd have been drinking water when you said the bird bounces, I actually I spit on myself. That's.
Spend another point of rage to not die, and then remain in warbird form until it heals, and you'll be fine. Won't regenerate like that in human form.
I need a drink and a cigarette and.
What you hear is a
So-
weird combination of southern accent and squawks.
Gonna say, is that what you sound like in warbird form?
Maisie
a.
has, Maisie has dashed outside and is just like berating Ethan, like, how could you do that? You stupid fucking cowboy. We could have handled it.
You just hear.
I'm like,
you,
it's obvious. Like she's extremely worried about Ethan, and this is how she's coping.
you hear the equivalent
Jeez.
of when you go outside and there's crows outside. You hear the crow laughing. Ha ha ha.
Ah, let's get you inside, you idiot American.
That southern drawl, squawk, squawk.
Squawk.
Squawk. Squawk.
But
Yeecaw.
So, we're going to say you spend the rest of the evening helping Quincy board up the windows in the wall
yes.
and pull out the spare mattresses that you undoubtedly have in your sub-basement.
Mm,
Probably go through at least 2 bottles of very expensive wine.
yes.
You
We'll get
all
nice
burn
and
off
loaded.
the disease and can heal up to 2 levels of damage.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Except the bird, who's just fully healed.
Oh. Fantastic. I no longer have a negative, but I'm still hurt.
However, you're a little low on rage, bird. You get 1 point back for getting blown up, but you actually spent like 5. But it was worth it.
So,
There's no time to relax.
And
Mr.
then you all sleep a very exhausted night.
Before we go to sleep, though, while we're having our wine, Mr. Joffrey,
Yes.
can you tell us about why the Order of Reason might be coming after us at this particular moment?
Well, considering I went back in time, I've been brought back from the dead, you derailed a train.
No such thing.
What? I think that's reason enough for us to be hunted.
Godfrey
Too
is
right. They
correct.
tend to not like those things. Crikey.
Too much blatant magic will draw the Order of Reason, especially in a city.
I will do my best to try and calculate when they will next be coming after us. But
Mr. Joffrey, I have a question. You may or may not know the answer to this. The Order of Reason. Now that we have a little bit more knowledge of the Nocturnus, what do you feel their organization would think of such a creature?
Kill on sight. That's GM to you. You can say that however you want to them.
likely dispose of it just as quickly, if not faster, than they were attempting to dispose of us.
Accurate. At this stage of the Order, there's a reason they'd actually try to recruit some of you first. Which
Interesting.
means reprogram with electricity in your brain.
Interesting. I'm playing up that I might not know a lot about the Order personally, so I wonder if there's any sort of meeting or coexistence that could momentarily take place now that we know that we're dealing with a much larger scale of creature.
Yes, that is entirely possible, considering a important point that we seem to have glossed over during this whole ordeal. The robotic creature still identifies the professor as a member of the Order.
Correct. Mr. Joffrey, Professor, do you think that you might be able to sway a few of your colleagues in the Order to help us?
I will see what I can do, but after today, I don't think they're especially keen on working amicably with us.
I think when they see the Nocturnus and what it does, they might be able to be convinced. Let us hope. This has been a tiring day. We'll sleep on it and reconvene in the morning. Please make sure that the girl from the asylum,
Sophie.
Sophie. I was like, I know it's another character's name, but I can't remember.
Nocturnus are wiping our minds.
Please ensure that Sophie is properly sedated through the night so that there are no surprises when we wake up in the morning.
Certainly.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure we can address her issues this evening. We all are a bit.
You send your telegram and your receiver reply the next day, which you can deal with later. A truce could be arranged with 3 conditions. Sir Arthur finds a new place to live, farther out from the heart of the city. Murdoch gets the hell out of London when you're done. And the good doctor, you need to bring him to the next quarterly meeting. There's things they wish to discuss.
Very well, then. I'm sure that can be arranged, yeah. Agreed. Stop. Send that telegram.
When you tell them you know where the nest is, the lair, they will loan you a hit mark.
Oh,
yeah.
Specifically, you.
Me, yeah.
I
No.
don't see what's so special about it. I've destroyed it myself.
Yeah.
Don't need a stupid trash can that walks.
Alright, I just need to know 2 things. One, is this in any way monitored by the Order of Reason? Like, is it bugged in any way, shape, or form?
Probably.
Probably. Oh, so they wouldn't like it if I made it serve us tea.
They actually wouldn't care about that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Immediately just
They don't
program
do
it.
that.
in the one instance I have historically of getting a hit mark, it turned on us in about half a session. So
You did
Well-
shoot it, I think that was your fault, though.
Yeah, but yours was defective.
Right.
This is Buford. He will
not
be serving this
everything's
tea.
my fault, Sean.
I mean, that one was, though, I think.
Everything is not your fault, but everything was that character's fault. Okay. So, you have
Chuck
massive
does
risk
not
to
look
perform on
happy.
this poor girl.
So we sleep for the night, right?
Yeah, we're jumping to the next day.
Okay, cool. Is there any additional healing from sleeping other than the 2 that we just knocked off?
Only if your damage was bashing, not if it's lethal.
Cool.
Ah, bright-eyed. and
Bashing,
bushy.
it would be gone. You would lose another point, yes.
Awesome.
Bashing goes away.
1 point.
1 point. Okay.
Lethal, it takes 2 days for a point. Bashing, you can burn 2 points a day. The sleep was part of the previous day.
Okay. Sophie, you have life magic, right? Not
I
Sophie.
do.
Maisie. Okay. Then in the morning for breakfast, excuse me, Maisie, before we start the morning, my shoulder just appears to click. This has a bit of a stiffness to it. Is there anything you can do to help loosen up the joints?
Oh, certainly. And I also have a point of lethal. So I would like to brew up a nice healing pot of tea.
Roll your arete, and I only care if you botch.
Okay. Oh, my dice behaved.
Oh,
I got
And
one
then
success.
one more time for Daddy.
You want me to roll?
No,
No,
she
I'm
has
rolling to
roll
help
both.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, rolling to help. Got it.
One more time for Daddy.
One
Fuck!
more time. No!
I'm so
No!
sorry. So sorry.
Did you botch?
So, yes, I rolled 1 success and 2 ones.
So, you're both healed, but Maisie takes 2 more points of straights.
Oh God.
So what are you
There
up
are
to,
too
Maisie?
many
How many
streets
here. Yeah,
straights
a
you got
lot.
on you, Maisie?
8.
8 straights on you.
8 straights are after me.
I have to do
That's
this.
too many. That's a
I
lot
have
of
to do
straights.
this.
The straights are
I have to
coming.
do this for this one, where I just take a sip of the tea, and I know that it still heals me, and I'm just like, My sweet girl, I know that you've done your absolute best on this, but this tea is quite horrendous.
Alright, hold on a second. 8 straights rolling here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This tea is horrendous. Instantly dies.
Drinking game happening right now. Whatever.
How
Okay.
There's too many goddamn straights.
By the way, Doctor, you can remove all of your paradox. All of
Oh.
your straights. All the
Oh.
straights leave you alone.
Oh.
Tired of all these
Because you
motherfuckers.
fucking died?
They've already ravaged my body.
No, because you split the difference with him, remember? They ravaged his body, your body, and Maisie's.
True. Okay.
Um,
Why won't the straights leave us alone?
okay.
Ah.
Son of...
You are convinced, Maisie, that you can bring that redhead back to life, and if you do, if you return life to the redhead's body, she'll be redeemed. You don't want to kill her. You want to resurrect her. It's a driving goal for you now. You may remove 2 straights.
Okay.
You will resist any attempt to kill her if it happens in your proximity.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I can do that.
It'll work.
Okay. A ritual to do. So, you're going to have to create a ritual space. You're going to have to lay the girl, Maisie, you're going to have to actually take them down into your grove, which is where the node is.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to put the girl on the altar. You're going to have to set up an elaborate ritual that you're going to lead. Describe that how you will, how it would look. You do the base. I want you to describe the base, and then every one of you has to add a piece to it.
Yeah, so the basic layout is very druidic. So there is a big stone altar right in the middle of this circle of, not as big as Stonehenge, obviously, but, like stone plinth monoliths forming a circle. And, for those who are astrologically oriented, these are definitely like, okay, so the sun is going to shine in specific ways at the equinoxes and the solstices. And there's just everything is growing, just a profusion of trees and vines and rose bushes and herbs, and it's all just growing wild. And of course, there's a whole bunch of wildlife here as well. And those who are looking like really closely could probably be like, huh, that's a lot of animal bones at the base of that altar. Because, animal sacrifice, not a big deal for Verbena. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Alright, Doc, what are you adding to the ritual?
Well, first, is everything gonna die if I walk in there?
No, because it's a dramatic scene. Otherwise,
Okay.
yes.
So he would, Dr. Lau would want to keep with theme of, animals and plants and possibly in the sacrifice. He has a tome that he carries with him. This tome has a number of insects that he has collected and a number of small mammal fetuses. He will place this at the bottom of the altar. Open to page 197. Fetus of mole rat.
Hey. What would Joffrey like to add to the ritual?
Joffrey. would, as everything's being set up, be calculating like where the sun would be rising and all of that to like to a hundredth of a decimal, so that when the ritual was being performed, he can make it perfectly timed events and just like, be orchestrating like now. The sun is at the perfect angle on the horizon now. Yes. Neptune is in retrograde right now. Yes. So the numbers, they don't lie.
What does Murdoch add?
Orange kitten.
Denied.
Okay. He's going to drop some of the juice out of his backpack into the altar. To supercharge
Plug
it.
the backpack into the altar? Okay.
Yeah.
Somehow he electrically charges a stone.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
And Sir Arthur.
I would like to go kind of take a walk through the house that's been destroyed. And I want to go find this, because, with the wheel being the big thing for my sect, I have a lot of wheel imagery throughout. And I want to go find this old ship's like helm wheel that I would have had on the wall somewhere. Like it's big, like a big one, right? Real big, fancy, decorative one. And I'll take that down and I'll take it out, and I would want to, I'll come up to Macy and I'll say, to guide you. And I want to put it up kind of high on one of the stones of the hen she's made. And then when I spin it, the spokes will actually like cut the sun, like as it spins. So it makes a flicker effect, and it can create like a kind of hypnosis sort of like, flash of things to help bring us into the mind space when we do the ritual. And then of course the spinning wheel is my particular like focus.
Those paying attention, the ship's wheel has a little plaque in the middle that says HMS Demeter.
Shit.
Rachel got it. Okay. It's going to be a group function. Ethan's part is going to be, if more than one of you botch in a turn, Ethan can spend Gnosis to save it. The first person who botches, you got to spend willpower. The second time, only Ethan can save it. So, you're going to need a lot of successes, and the base difficulty is going to be the willpower of the vampire. So,
Can I add to their spell work by any chance?
you mean add your own thing to the altar? Like they were
Maybe, kind of. I was actually
Fluff,
thinking.
yes.
So
Mechanically, no.
would both?
Fluff only. Mechanically, all you can do is the bonus thing I'm going to let you do because you're not a mage.
So fluff-wise, I would like to add my... What's it titled? Sun's Guard. Or is that what it's called? No. It's the one where I just emit sunlight. So basically blessing the...
Oh yeah,
Haha,
you can
sun's
bless the
bright
altar
rays.
with sunlight, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We start with Maisie as the ritual leader. The difficulty for all of these rolls is 7. To start.
Okay, and I'm rolling my arete?
Yep.
Here's hoping my dice behave. Fuck you, dice.
Oh no.
That one goes in
No.
the freezer. I got a success, but I also rolled a 1, so wash.
All right. Doctor, you're next. Difficulty's now 8.
Ah, you. I had already changed it to 7 on my sheet. 1 success. No.
Okay.
Yes.
Murdoch. Support Victorian labor? Across the streams.
Wouldn't that mean support child labor?
Oh, no, that would be awful. No successes.
All right, your neck, Joff.
Wait,
next
that only
Joffrey
rolled
did-
one die. What the hell?
Yeah, it's broken. Use real dice.
Oh, the arete is broken?
Yeah.
It wasn't. Oh, weird. Fuck it. Hold on.
Oh, you can't use the dice roll when you're rolling arete. Click on arete.
Yeah, just click the word arete to make that roll.
Yeah, that's what I did, and it failed. So
Yeah, something's. Yeah, we figured that out with Steve and Maisie.
Something's
Arthur
screwy.
and Maisie.
All right. Nope. 0 successes again.
Joffrey, you're next. Difficulty is maxed at 9 now.
Oh, no.
jeez.
All
Ritual
right,
this big, it was bound to happen.
here we go. 0 successes.
Sir Arthur.
I know you said that only Ethan can spend willpower, right?
You can't spend willpower for an automatic success, but you can spend it to avoid the botch ruining the spell.
Got it. Understood. Okay. All right.
You're using will just to do it in the first
Just to
place.
do it. Got it. Okay. Oh my god. 9. Here we go. That bounced. Yeah, no successes, but not a botch.
Back to Maisie.
Oh god.
You've got 1.
What do
Okay.
you need?
Switching out my
11.
dice. How many successes do we need?
11. 10 more.
Oh my god.
Or we
Please
get
be
this
good.
DC
Please be
down.
good.
Mm,
All right, 1 9, and then another dice took a header off the table. Okay, 1 success.
How do you bring the DC down, Sir Arthur? Spend quintessence. You're
Thank
next,
you.
Doc.
Ooh, I have a vote from last week, don't I?
You do.
I have-
Good
I
for
have
1
2.
automatic success.
I
Bring
do.
you
I have
3.
one. I have one from the cast and one from the audience. What did our audience ones get?
Audience is willpower. The cast one is a free arete success, though. So you're up to 3 before you even roll. You can bring the DC down to 8 for the group if you spend quintessence.
I only have 1 left.
Roll it. Let someone else make the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I've got 3 quintessence. Can I spend it right now?
You
You
can,
guys
so
have
it's 8 for you,
quintessence.
Doc.
Okay.
All right. 8 for me.
Hold on. I will. I have a vote. Can I give that?
Until it's your turn again.
Okay, then I'll spend 1 of my quintessence out of 3 to lower that down to 7.
Yep.
We need to start racking up successes.
Okay, so I already have 3. Here's my roll with difficulty of now 7.
Yes.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
So that's 4 total.
Murdoch,
Can I spend 4 quintessence to bring this sucker down?
how much prime do you have?
1,
What's your avatar rating?
3.
You can spend 3.
Okay.
Willing to do that? That would bring it down to 4.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We only need 5 more successes now.
Yep. No, that would bring the DC down to 4.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. If we
You
bring
need
the
7 more
DC,
successes. You have 4.
right? 6,
You made 4 out of 11.
4 out of 4 successes. Cool.
8.
How many did you get, Sean?
4 out of 4.
Perfect. Joffrey,
Joffrey time.
3 more successes.
What is it the difficulty at this
4.
moment? 4. Wow. Wow. 2
4 is
successes.
3. Okay. And Sir Arthur,
3 successes.
you successfully, and I'm going to let Maisie describe the effect, but you successfully free the girl from the blood bond and sever it for all time, like it's permanent.
Holy shit!
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god, that
This girl
ritual
can
is
never
not
again
going
be
our
bloodbound.
way. Quintessence is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Get your heart out, Tremere.
All right, before we let Maisie wrap by describing the freeing of the girl, You're at the node, so starting in reverse order with Sir Arthur. Go ahead and roll your avatar's dice. Difficulty of, what's this node? Difficulty of 6. So your avatar rating as dice, unless you have prime above 2, at 3 or higher.
Who's making this roll?
You.
Oh, sorry. So my avatar, which is 2. Okay. All right. So what's the difficulty? I'm sorry.
6.
Hey, 2 8s. So 2 successes.
You managed to recover 2 quintessence from the node, but you cannot tap it again until next week.
Okay.
Outside the story.
Okay.
Doc, go ahead.
Avatar?
Yep.
I gotta physically do this one. What was the DC?
6.
6. That is 2 successes.
Murdoch, go. Plus 2 quintessence.
Oh, thanks.
One
Up
success.
to a max of your avatar rating.
Oh, well, yay.
One success.
Plus 1. I'm going to give you a free 1 because you burned a lot, so you get 2.
Cool.
And Maisie. Joffrey, are you still maxed out?
I have no quintessence.
Oh, okay, so you'll get to roll 2.
I rolled a 1 and a 9.
You get 1.
Okay, I'll take it.
Go ahead, Jeffrey, there's 3 points left before it's tapped for the week.
Jeffrey. Yeah, I got 2 successes.
Plus 2 quintessence. It was enough to go around. Look at that. All right, Maisie. End chapter 4 by explaining what it looks like when the girl is freed.
Yeah, so Maisie is doing a huge sort of elaborate skyclad blood sacrifice, and she's leaning very, very hard into her verbena training, which makes it difficult for her to sort of reconcile all the different paradigms here. She's like, oh shit, there's a hermetic here. How do hermetic magic? But then Murdoch is just like, just have all the raw power you need to power through this. She's like, okay, cool. I've got enough quintessence. I can just brute force this. And so she cuts Sophie, inflicting a pretty bad wound, but manages to sort of pull out all of the vampiric vitae that is in
look
her
like?
system. Oh, it's probably like have you ever seen that video where they apply cobra venom to human blood and it just becomes jello?
I have.
It's like that. It's like
Nice.
it's dead blood, it's coagulated, it's dark red, almost brown. And so she just manages to separate it from Sophie and then uses her spirit magic and a silver-bladed athem to just cut away the spiritual element of the blood bond.
I love it.
Can
When the
I have
ritual
that when
ends,
you're
you all
done?
collapse exhausted because that took 4 solid hours of chanting and standing and working. And Sophie gasps, sits up, looks around, looks right at Sophie and says, I know where they are. And that's where we stop until next week for the penultimate episode of this story.
Yes.
Wow.
Viewers, thank you for experiencing Chapter 4 of our Victorian Mage story, Skilamalink, with us. We'll return with the penultimate final chapter next Tuesday at 9 p.m. If you enjoyed this show, 1, check out the Indiegogo, because this book is still up and there are lots of stretch goals you can grab if you get on board now. And 2, come join us for our Mage of the Ascension Chronicle on Sundays, White Walls, every week, for a very long time. At 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/VorpalTales, also debuting later in May on Saturdays, or the video on demand if you're busy on Saturdays. We'll be running a Technocracy Reloaded story for 3 or 4 months. So come check that out too. You'll be able to catch Kisama and Dwayne there. There it is. We also, for Onyx Path fans, have Scarred Lands, Dracogenesis, our campaign taking place on Fridays at 9 p.m. And I feel like I'm missing one. Oh, yeah. Aberrant. Trinity Continuum Aberrant. Quantum Knights, Dark Superheroes on Saturdays.
Yo.
Come to our website, vorpaltales.com, and find our calendar so you can see all our games, both in and out of Onyx Path systems. And coming soon, our cool talking shows about Onyx Path and other games. Links will appear in chat momentarily. Awakened extraordinary gentle beings, let the viewers know who you are one more time. The next place people can find you online with us and otherwise.
Hello, my name is Rachel. As you can tell by my label, you could find me Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere, including Instagram, Twitter, and I also have a Ko-Fi that I never promote, but it's there, also Stolen Fires. As far as where you can see me next, tomorrow I will be finishing up a 2-shot over at Plastic Age Plays, Savage World Rifts, and then on Thursday I will be back here running Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle, also set in Victorian England, and it's a whole bunch of changelings fighting the technocracy. And they just unleashed a whole bunch.
I like to imagine they're on the other side of town and this is happening at the same time.
yeah, headcanon accepted. And then, Sunday over at Vorpal Tales playing White Walls, where I'm having a whole bunch of fun. Come check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, I'm at Space Lord PJs. You can check us out tomorrow. Check me out tomorrow running Tales from the Loop. The 80s that never was. It'll be awesome.
Anti-gravity jump kicks.
Which never turn out poorly.
Nope,
Hey, everybody.
Just fine.
I have been playing Ethan. I am now once more at a loss for myself. Hi, yes, I am Ever. Wow, I'm really tired. No, anyway. So, I'm Ever. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me all over the internet as Changeling Ever, and you can also find me on Etsy at Neat & Co Designs, as in, hey, Ever, it's really neat how your brain is a complete jerk to you this evening.
Hi, everybody. I am Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade.
It did it again every week. It's so good.
Rocking out to this great beat. Okay. Now Key's going crazy. No, my name is Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. Tonight I was playing Sir Arthur, and next you will find me on Vorpal Tales channel playing in Sean's 80s that never was, Tales from the Loop. I will be the one throwing anti-gravity jump kicks. So come hang out and see that happen.
I am Joffrey Wellington, but I'm also Kisama. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama. You can find me on Thursdays, as I am also Old Man Madara, slimy old man Black Void.
Most excellent. And now for the Ride or Die viewers, it's vote time.
Oh no, Dwayne.
Oh,
Right,
I'm used to
Dwayne,
being
you sit
last.
there. You sit there. You know what you did.
Yeah, I'm Dwayne. I do stuff. Made a kimchi. Thanks.
Damn.
There you go. Go ahead, Tyler.
I can't. You broke me. You're going to have to actually do it right.
So yes, I'm Dwayne at Made a Kimchi on the internet. The next time you will see me, we'll be running Black Void on Thursday on our Vorpal Tales channel. And I promise next time, for the next Skilamalink, I will have a juicy bingo card for everyone in chat.
Ooh.
What
Right.
makes it juicy?
The
The
kimchi.
juice.
Old Man
Yes.
Madara makes it juicy. That's ew. Anyway.
Oh.
Oh, what's wrong with that? That's not supposed to that.
So, viewers are already voting, but any other viewers who wish to vote, your vote is good to give the players a free point of willpower to use in the penultimate episode or in future Kickstarter shows.
As you can
And-
see, we need them.
Players, your votes for each other can be a free success on an Arete roll or a quintessence point. Begin.
Oh my god, I have to go first. I don't know who to vote for. You're all so amazing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to vote for Kisama just for being the renegade technocrat. That was a lot of fun.
So good.
I'm gonna vote for Dwayne because he was forgotten.
Wow. Thank you.
I'm going to vote for Rachel because your dice are horribly rude, and I
It's
feel
all
bad.
different one, rolling the ones. I don't I just inflict some collective punishment.
So yeah, there you go. Hope that makes up for some of the ones.
Thank you.
When you're done rolling, you got to put it so that the 10 is on top, and then all the quintessence floats to the bottom. That way, when you roll it, it's always a 10.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh man. I was gonna give it to Rachel for those absolutely horrendous rolls and for just powering through it. However, I cannot ignore the fact that we had a freaking werecrow destroy a hit mark. Hit mark 3.
Yep.
Which is pretty freaking rad. So Ever, take my vote.
Thank you.
And Ever can take my vote as well for entering our fine home as a random Englishman we've never seen before in our lives.
Ah, yes, it was quite a pleasure.
And I am going to vote for Maisie. Through multiple rituals tonight, has saved one, at least my butt twice, but many of us on more than one occasion.
You.
Now, Ever, your votes from the cast can be used to restore Rage and Quintessence. Hint, you'll need it.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome being awesome to each other, as Patrick would say. We'd like to thank you all once again for sharing this story with us. But until we return next week, you're going to need to be bricky and avoid the morbs, because we promise our giggle mugs will be back then. And we bid you all a good evening.
Stay safe, avoid the streets.